All right, what's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to back to the channel this fine, fair morning. Chillville in the building. What's going on with you, sir? Dwayne Jones, what's happening with you? Oh, in Chillville, nah, the media don't like Charlo or his demeanor. It is what it is. He don't like them either. He doesn't like him either. Dwayne Jones in the building. What's happening with you, sir? Big Shrek in the building. What's going on, man? I hope you uppercut that like button. Big Shrek in the building. What's going on? Jose, what's happening? Why not? Canelo got stripped for after unifying Jacobs. No, man, he didn't get stripped the day. He didn't get, not that quickly. Thank you very much. Not that quickly. And definitely not by nobody like the WBO. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure you seems like you happy for that, huh? Hope you see that. I don't even know if it's true. D Webb, what's going on, man? Freddie Jimenez in the building. What's going on, man? Rick Blackwell, what's happening? $7 in the building. The man just fought Saturday, dude. It is Tuesday. He fought 3 days ago. Okay? The WBO hasn't mandated him make the fight, none of that stuff. So, you know, tuck your anxiousness away. $7, what's going on, man? Al Money in the building, man. Double zeros, what's good, man? Ray Patterson in the building. Frank Rhyme, what's going on? Sagmar01 in the building, what's happening? Mike Cardenas, what's good, man? Where'd it go, man? If y'all flew on me, man. Mr. Blackwell in the building, what's happening? Where did Mike Cardenas? Okay, there you go. Said hats good for nine. Was out of the what's good for nine was out of the country for a couple of days. Now I'm back to this amazing channel. Thank you, Mark Cardenas. Good to see you again. Just a fan in the building. What's going on? Joe Laws, Jones Stanley W. What's good? He said, what's going on in the world of boxing? Good morning, Fanon, and everyone in the chat. You know, the usual. Trying to get ready, trying to get some fights going on. Talk about some of the skullduggery, the newest skullduggery in the world of boxing. Keyboard man, what's happening with you, man? M Love in the building. What's going on? He said, Fanon, they have Ioka on the pound for pound over Charlo and Tank. Do they have? Did they redone? Have they redone it yet? That was that way before, but yeah, of course they have Ioka over Charlo and Tank. Of course they do. They got Ring Magazine's got Chocolatito, and they got 3 people in the 115-pound division that are better than that are above Charlo and Tank. 3, all of them in the 115-pound division. They really, I'm telling you, Ring Magazine loves that 115-pound division. You swear, man, you swear that was the hottest division in boxing, man. The 115-pound division. Who knew? They're selling it, man. They're selling it. Muslim Made in the building. What's going on, man? Joshua Gonzalez, what's happening? Jason Kennel, what's happening with you, man? Debo in the building. Robin Soto, what's up in Puerto Rico, brother? Jeff Campbell, what's good, man? Benjamin Newsom, what's happening? He said the boots hate is real. Nah, I'm telling you, man, these guys don't have, look, man, any of these young black fighters that are coming up are going to get the hate from those guys because they do it to everybody. Unless you're a young black fighter that they want to beat another young black fighter, at which point in time they'll treat you with a halfway decent amount of respect until the subject changed. At which point in time they'll throw you in a trash can. But it's just what it is. That's what it is. Nobody's favorite said, who is Ioka? Ioka is a guy with 3 losses. Ioka is a guy with 3 losses. 2 or 3? 3 losses? Does he have 2 or 3 losses? That is like the number 3 guy in the 115-pound division. He's like the number 4 guy in the 115-pound division behind Estrada, Chocolatito, Soy Roy Visay, and then Ioka. I know nobody's favorite. I just want to let you know who he was. He's the number 4 rated. He's the number 4 rated guy in the 115-pound division. But man, when you're in that 115-pound division, man, you the best in the world, man. That's some heat right there. Them little dudes, you know, that's some heat right there. Bam Rodriguez, Bam Rodriguez ain't in no pound for pound, man. What is Bam? I don't even remember what weight class Bam Rodriguez is in, man. Monster Inoue's defense is garbage. Yeah, it is. Absolutely, it is. But you know, he's a good fighter. Don't be when I said what said something about Tszyu. Don't be disrespecting Tszyu, Tim Tszyu. Don't be disrespecting Tszyu. Come on, man. I ain't interested, man. Tim Tszyu is going to get the brakes beaten off him by Jermell Charlo. That is what you call okay. Let's make the fight happen. I hear him talking. I hear Fundora talking. Oh, it's pressure. Dude, pressure got that boy knocked out. Pressure got your boy knocked out. So what is all this? He don't like to be pressured. He knocked the guy out who was pressuring him. He literally crumpled the guy that was pressuring him. You sure he doesn't like to be pressured? He seems like he just had 2 straight fights of getting pressured. And seems to me like he did, you know, pretty well in those fights being pressured. But all right, go ahead and pressure him, Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu is going to get hit with everything but the kitchen sink, man. Because Tim Tszyu is slow, man. Tim Tszyu is slow, and his defense is a lot more loose than Brian Castano's. No joke, man. Brian Castano, he's going to get hit with everything. Tim Tszyu going to get hit with everything but the kitchen sink, man. I'm snoozing on him, man. Sleep on Tim Tszyu. I'm asleep on Tim Tszyu. You can keep Tim Tszyu. I saw Tim Tszyu versus Goshaw. You can keep him. All right, no joke. I saw the fight. I've seen Tim Tszyu fight. I'm all right on that. I'm all right. I don't think he's not beating Jermell. Yeah. Now I do think he can maybe be able to beat Fundora. I think he's pretty much made for Fundora. But you know what? You know, Jermell said what Canelo said. I'm busy. He said, you know, I'm busy. He said, I'm busy. So y'all got something else to do because I'm busy. I'll holler at you. I'll holler at you. That man just got undisputed, man. That man deserves to take a little easy fight, man. Get him a little easy fight. He said Goshaw dropped Tszyu. Yeah, man. Tszyu, man. I'm gonna call him Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu gonna get knocked out, man. Tim Tszyu going to sleep on that dude. I'm telling you, he's gonna get hit with everything. But Tim Tszyu is a strong fighter. He is strong, though. I'll tell you that. I do believe that. He is a strong fighter. Nobody's favorites should Ennis go after Garcia or Thurman? Who's Garcia? Which Garcia? Danny Garcia? He's not going to get the Danny Garcia fight. Danny Garcia, so I think he should go after Staniansis. That's who I think he should fight. Number one option for me for Jaron Ennis is Staniansis. Who is Tim Doodoo? Tszyu stopped Jeff Horn quicker than Terrence Bud Crawford. So what? So what? He fought a weight class up. So what? The man's 168 pounder. So what? He's bigger than Bud. Bud fought that guy in his first fight up from 140. Tim Tszyu knocked that dude out at 154. And plus, he knocked him out after Terrence Crawford knocked him out. After he knocked him out. And I do believe he knocked him out after Zarafa knocked him out too. Didn't he? Didn't Zarafa knock him out before that too? I mean, you know, that doesn't make any difference to me, man. You know? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know, it's whatever it is, man. Look, dude, Tim Tszyu will get a fight, man. No worries. I ain't got a problem. Tim Tszyu will get a fight. So we'll see, but I'm not going to get all excited about the man. You know, I'm not going to get all excited about him. Didn't get all excited about Zarafa. Not getting too excited about Kambosos. Somebody said, "What's up? You know his dad, Fanon? You know whose dad? You asking a lot of questions. Do I know whose dad?" Giovanni Walker said the hardest thing about being a boxing fan is dealing with race fans. That part. Well, honestly, around here, man, we got a mute button. We got a block button, so it's all right for me. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Really and truly. You can now have a boxing conversation without really having to deal with them. And honestly, most people don't want to deal with them, so they go to places where people don't have to deal with them. A whole lot of people get upset with that nonsense, man. Terry Smooth, Benavidez, Lemieux this weekend. Are we doing a fight viewing? No, man. I don't like doing fight viewings, man. I like to watch the fights. Seriously, man. I really like to watch the fights. You know, I like to watch the fights. I'm not blue, Big George. Debo said Jeff Horn is a school teacher who's living off of the Pacquiao robbery. Hey, man, he was a good fighter. I thought he was a good fighter. Yeah, of course. Do I know his father? Yeah, Tzsyu. Yeah, I don't know him, but I know who Tzsyu is. Yeah, absolutely, I know who Tzsyu is. Yeah, what about it? He's not Tzsyu, and I'm going to tell you too. Tzsyu wasn't all that either. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, Tzsyu wasn't all that either. Tzsyu was a good fighter, but he wasn't all that, man. As proven by the fact that he lost to Ricky Hatton of all people. But he did clip Zab Judah. I thought he was a decent fighter, man. Hold on one second, man. You are bombing me right now, brother. I'm gonna have to leave you alone. Hold on one second. Dog, you spamming me, brother. You're spamming me right now. Hold on one second, man. $7. A watch party will attract more people to the channel. I understand that. I've done watch parties before. I just don't enjoy doing them, man. I really, really do not enjoy doing them. I don't. I'd rather talk to cats about the fight after the fight. Understand that, but a lot of people that come to those do not support the channel at any other time than those fights. But it is what it is, man. I just do not enjoy doing them, bro. I just really do not enjoy doing them. I don't know how I'm a morning person. If you not noticed, I am up at in the morning, and I'm up in the morning no matter what. So I do a live stream at 8 o'clock in the morning to 10:30, and then to do another one from 7 o'clock at night to 12 o'clock at 7 to 12. That's tough, bro. You say you do enough for 9, and we appreciate it. Thank you, Marquis. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. You good? Be saying easy up on him. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. You pressing the comment. I answered. Yeah, I know who Tzsyu is. Tzsyu is a good fighter. Yes, he is. I'm watching Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu's a good fighter too. I'm not saying Tim Tszyu doesn't deserve the fight, and I'm sure he'll get the fight. You know, I'm sure he'll get the fight. I'm just telling you, he's going to lose that fight. He's going to lose it. I wouldn't mind seeing Tim Tszyu fight. Go ahead and fight, like you said with Canelo. Man, look, man, Jermell got an undisputed title. He's going to go fight at 160 and keep his belts there and not touch it. You being moody, hey, man, BK, look, dude, I've answered nine questions for you, bro. All right, 9. You've done 9. 9 of them. Testy is nothing. You keep asking me the same question over and over and over again, man. And I paid attention to it. I'm not being moody. You're being, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You keep asking me the same question over and over and over again. I see it in the chat, and I answered it 3 times. All right? I'm not being disrespect. No, what do you mean no Cash App either? Brother, you never support the channel, BK Singing. What are you talking about? How are you going to talk about no Cash App either, brother? You do not support the channel. You've never supported the channel at all. Okay, so you tell, if that's what you mean by no cash, you're not going to super chat. Good, you never do. Anyway, man, you never do. Giovanni Walker said, all I want to say is I'm trying to told you. Yes, sir, man. Much love in that. Much love in that super chat, bro. You talking about you. Nah, bro, get out, man. Seriously, man, you're a troll, bro. I'm done with you, man. Seriously, man. I'm not in the mood, bro. You're out, bro. You're talking about you're not going to sue me. You never do. What do you mean? I answer your questions when I see you, and you never support the channel. Thank you, Giovanni. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Let me wait. Sorry about that, man. Don't start no ish here. There won't be no ish. Exactly, bro. You asked the same question 9 times. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm telling you, I could care less about Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu is a good fighter. Tim Tszyu is going to lose that fight. If they make that fight, they make that fight. Okay? He's going to have to fight somebody. He's going to have to fight Erislandy Lara. He's either going to have to fight Erislandy Lara for that WBA to unify that WBA belt. I wouldn't be surprised if they ordered that. But Tim Tszyu has been was a mandatory for Brian Castano. So, you inherit the mandatory. It is what it is. At the same time, Terrence Crawford can move up and try to challenge him for undisputed. Also, because he's the WBO super champion. He's the WBO super champion. Angie Wise Fool, much love in that super chat. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that support, Angie Wise Fool. Smash that. Yes, absolutely smash that like button. So yeah, man. Look, man, we're gonna see what's going on, bro. Oh, Sean Davis, much love. He said, I'm supporting this. I'm gonna support this clown Beak saying or whatever his clown name is. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you. And Marquis in that super chat, bro. Thank you so much, man, for that support, brother. Thank you, man. Greatly appreciate it, man. Thank y'all for making the channel go, man. Dwayne Jones said, whatever happened to Jared Swift Hurd? Who happened to him? J-Rock happened to him, man. He happened to himself is what happened to Jared Hurd. There was only a certain amount of time he was going to be able to fight like that, man. No joke. He was taking, man, that dude's face was a punching bag, man. Absolute, man. He was walking face first into shots. And that's how they act. Honestly, man. Hey, chill, I'm about to abuse my wrench. Man, these dudes are weird. Yeah, and man, that's another King. That's probably one of the things that King never got caught on. Like one of his 900 because it was done in February. It's a very recent account, Say, how do you know if my super chat, if it don't show up? Oh, I see it immediately, Giovanni. If I see it immediately, like I'm at the bottom of the chat, I'll see it. If it moves at all, or like you do it when for a blue one, if I move it all, it'll disappear, man. Asante L said, why hasn't WBO made Canelo defend his 168-pound title when they want to press Jermell? I don't know if they've really pressed him or not, man. I don't know if they've pressed him or not. I know the mandatory was already ordered. Similarly, Stanionis. It's like just similar to Stanionis, how you pronounce his name, and Errol Spence Jr., that they've already done that one as well. And who else? And now you have Jerron Ennis. So there's a lot of mandatories coming up for a lot of people. But, Canelo Alvarez is he's a special somebody. He's a special somebody. And his sanctioning fees are very, very large. So even though they don't get the 3%, right? They're very large. So they will, make special exceptions for, Canelo, because there's boxing. There's rules that apply to boxers, and then there's rules that apply to Canelo. Larry Barksdale said, Boots will destroy Spence. Man, you're nuts, man. I don't get you guys predicting destructions. Not a good business, man, at that level, man. It comes off as an exaggeration. Nikki I, because Tim Tszyu has connections between the states as well, so they pulled a few strings trying to get him to fight. I'm sure that they're going to push for the fight. Tim Tszyu said, fight me or vacate, and Tim Tszyu came, and Showtime probably wants to fight. I heard Steven Espinoza make mention of it. So those guys probably do want to make the fights, man. Mike Cardenas in the building, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. He said, I don't think Boots wants EJ. Why would it which would give Andrade a better fight? Who would give Andrade a better fight, Jermell or Jermall? I don't know, man. Honestly, what? I think Jermall is an excellent fighter. He's just not been given the opportunity to prove it. Where Jermell has been given the opportunities to prove it because people weren't ducking Jermell. So I really couldn't tell you, Mike Cardenas. Jermell gets the fights that Jermell wants because those guys at 154 all fight each other. You got the problem with Jermall is Jermall's in a prima donna division where half the champions were prima donnas and would not fight him. Gennady Golovkin won't fight him. Charlo won't fight him. Canelo won't fight him. Demetrius Andrade said he would. So, there's that one. But, in that particular instance, I think Jermell was in the wrong, saying he wouldn't want to take that fight. Virgil Wimberly said, Fanon, Boots and Thurman, will Thurman fight him? Much love in that super chat. Will he fight him? Probably not. My guess is no. My guess is no. Because that's a lot of risk, man. That's a lot of risk to jump in there with that young cat. They'd have to pay him they'd have to pay him a lot of money. And more than likely, he's going to get a shot at a belt anyway. You know what I mean? That's what I would say, Virgil Wimberly. Hey, man, thank you for the support in the channel, man. It really does make things. It is important, brother. Thank you so much, man. Hold on one second. Got all kind of things going off, man. Oh, man, much love in that Cash App too, brother. Thank you for... And my man in the Cash App said Tommy358 said Fundora, Harrison, and Tszyu Heard. Thoughts? Fundora, Harrison, man, give me Tony Harrison over Fundora, man. I'll take Tony Harrison over Fundora, and Tszyu Heard, give me Tszyu, because I think Jared Hurd is done. Jared Hurd ain't gonna be able to take all them shots, bro. And he's just taking a ton of shots. Until I see something out of Jared Hurd, I think Jared Hurd is washed. Jared Hurd took too much punishment too early. Way too much. Hey, man, much love in that Cash App, brother. To my man, Ox the Great said, been trying to super chat for 3 days. Not sending. Sean Clark, hey, brother, thank you, man. I appreciate that support, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the super chat yesterday. A lot of people couldn't send it. I got that. I've been getting that from a lot of people, man, that they have not been able to do that. So thank you for supporting in the Cash App, bro. And my man, running in slow mo said, support for a great boxing conversation. Thank you, man. None your business. None your business in the building. Thank you, bro. Sean Clark said, am I blocked or something? Unable to send messages. I don't. Much love in that super chat. I don't know, man. Is it under? Let me know. Oh, I'm sorry. You got to tell me Ox the Great or Sean Clark. Hold on one second. Hold on. Give me 1 second, man. Un second. Nah, bro, not under the name that you're in. There is somebody blocked that has a similar name to yours, but not your name. You'd have to let me know what name you're under specifically for me to check that. But no, man, you're not blocked from that I can see. But YouTube is funny, man. Some people may be blocked, and I just can't see it, man. Hold on, man. Let me slide back. Let me slide down. Hey, also, man, we got 500 people in the building. We got 98 likes, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Yeah, I got that, man. Thank you, Giovanni Walker. Yeah, man. People been saying they've not been able to give super chats, so I don't get it, man. It is what it is. Melvin Jones in the building. Where to go? Okay, so what's up, Fanon? Big up to the chat. All those clowns, what is it? He said, all those clowns who seem to think Spence is easy money. I got my money on the table for you. What's up? Oh, yeah, you know what it is. But it is. Everybody thinks every fighter is easy money. Roy said, what's the Cash App address? It's right here. Cash App Fanon INT. $FANNONINT. Hey, my man Q Lee in that super chat, brother, said, I think Castano beat Tszyu. I think Brian Castano beat Tszyu in a good fight, but I would love to see Boo Boo versus Charlo or Benavidez. Yeah, man, I just can't wait to see where he lands up, man. where he lands, man. Q Lee in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro. And Riveriez Johnson said, dudes ain't fighting Boots till he gets a title. Yeah, well, somebody's going to have to fight him, brother. Somebody's going to fight him. Hold on one second. Yeah, somebody's gonna have to fight him. Quincy Carter says, seeing how Jermell struggled with Korobov, a southpaw, I give Andrade I get big problems. Look, man, I don't really see all of this struggling stuff, man, that you guys keep talking about, man. Jermell struggled with Brian Castano. Those are some, I mean, the dude won the fights. I mean, I see a lot of these guys struggling, man. Canelo just struggled with Bivol and struggled with Caleb Plant at different points in time. I don't know if, I mean, I just think Jermell probably needs a fight to get excited about where it's not somebody he knows he's just going to beat. You know, and Matt Korobov, a southpaw, is kind of a difficult thing, man. $7 said, 00, just my opinion. Oh, that's not from me, right? I'm sorry, man. That's not me. Alden Johnson, man, supporting in that super chat. Thank you, brother. He said, good morning, Fanon. Boots should fight standing ounces for his WBA. Absolutely. That's exactly what he should do. He should try to fight for that WBA regular belt. He's in the top 5. He's in the top 3 or 4 for that weight division. He should be able to get a fight with Stanionis. The problem with Stanionis is whether or not Stanionis will take the fight. And that's who's his trainer is manager Shelly Finkel. I don't know if Shelly Finkel is going to be willing to do that, man. He might say, hey, man, look, if we're going to lose, let's lose for the money. You know, if we're going to lose, let's lose for the money. Yeah, Boots is going to be in a situation where cats aren't going to take fights with him too easily, or they're going to want to get paid for those fights, right? So you're probably going to see him in more mismatch type of stuff, man. Dog, man, thank you, Charles. Charles in the building. Igabrasi said, I love watching your channel, though I don't agree with you souring up on Devin Haney. Keep up the great work. Hold on, man, 1 second. Hey, man, I'm going to talk about that for a second. Hold on, man. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Hey, yeah, because I got to talk about that one. Hold on, man. All right, sorry about that. He said, I love watching your channel, though I don't agree with you souring up on Devin Haney. Keep up the great work, man. Look, man, I am not souring up on Devin Haney, man. I promise you, Charles. I like Devin Haney. The only problem I have is with Devin Haney fans. Please understand, dog, but I will poke, dog. I will poke at Devin. I will. Because it's fun, man. Because it's fun. Now, here's another thing. Devin is doing something that is doing something that I certainly hope Bud does. I certainly hope Bud does. No joke. I hope Terrence Crawford takes a page from Devin Haney. Sign that contract, man. Sign that contract, brother. Sign that contract. Sign that contract. Sign that contract. Signed it. Just like Devin did, man. Devin got that. Hey, man, he took that fight. He kept his word. He took that fight in Australia for less money than he's used to making. Hass goes off to Devin Haney, and I want him to win in that fight too. No joke. Quincy Carter said, is it true Devin is already in Australia? I don't know if he's in. I don't know or not. I don't know. He better be. I know they said that he missed a press conference or something. That's what George Kambosos said. But what, they got 2 weeks? What is it, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Not quite 3 weeks, a little less than 3 weeks. Hold on. 1, 2, yeah. It's June 5th, right? Or June 4th. The fight's on June 4th. So yeah, I hope he's there. Getting used to it. I hope. Fanon, Haney's behind Loma and Tank, in my humble opinion. I think he is too. Only 19 days away. Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah, like a little less than 3 weeks. I need that dude to win that fight, though. I need Devin to win that fight, man. I need Devin to win that fight, dog. I need Devin to win the fight. I would hope he'd go over there early and because has he ever fought outside in a different time zone before? I think you need to get over there and get acclimated. That is one of the things that I think helped George Kambosos with Teofimo Lopez. He was in the United States so long, he was completely acclimated to the time zone, to the environment, to the food, all of that stuff. He was ready to go, man. I would hope that he did. I would hope that he would do that. Boots is a real deal. You know he is the truth. When you hear other champions and top fighters, trainers saying he's real, oh man, it's without a doubt, bro, that he's trained. Yeah, but that's Mexico. You can go down and dip down to Tijuana and come right back up. That's not the same thing. United States is man down. It's right there. I mean, he's fighting it. If you go down to Tijuana or whatever, that's easy. That's not as big a deal. It's going somewhere that's like, I don't know how far Australia is. Australia is a ways away. That's a long flight to Australia. Mexico, you can drive to Mexico. I don't think he's working with Bleed. He's working with Snack. Nah, he's working with Snack, brother. Hey, Sing in that building, man. Thank you so much for your support, brother, in that Cash App, man. It means a lot, man. In that Super Chat, brother, it means a lot, man. He said, hey, Fanon, what do you think of the fights between Boots and Thurman next, and how do you see that fight going? I see a 12-round unanimous decision for Boots over Thurman. That's what I see. And I want that fight, and I hope that fight is made next. Not only is it, I hope that it is. Oh, man, huge support, bro, from my man, Mr. Smith, Cali, 1985 Will, said, silent support at work. Brother, thank you, man. Appreciate that silent support, bro. Y'all made it go, brother, because the Cash App and that stuff been broke the last couple days. You guys coming in heavy. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Devin definitely needs to work before work like yesterday. Hey, man, you need to get to Australia early. You need to get to Australia early, man, and acclimate yourself. Rolando Jr. said, Haney working with Victor Conti, who gave Mosley drugs. Man, don't put that on Mosley, man. I ain't never heard that. I don't think Devin is going to be using any type of the juice. I don't think he'll juice. I don't think he's going to juice up now. You know what I mean? Nikki said, I'm interested in seeing how Devin reacts to 55,000 hostile crowd like a champ. Like a champ. It's not going to bother him. He'll keep his head right. George Kambosos got to get used to the same thing too. Fighting at home ain't easy either. Right? I think that neutralizes itself. George Kambosos has to actually, hold on one second. What is this? Okay, great. All right, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I had to check something, man. My man, Riveriez Johnson said, Boots fans got to simmer down with the hyperbole, too. They're going to have other fans hating Boots like Devin. He's the goods, but he ain't washing Spence or Bud. Hey, man. As long as Boots fans don't cry duck every 35 seconds, I'm okay. I'm serious, man. I was waking up every morning and somebody new was ducking Devin. I'm saying somebody else was Cap and ducking Devin. Cap, duck, duck, cap, duck, cap, duck, cap, duck, duck. Like, man, they don't even have the same personalities to annoy me like that. If he was that obnoxious, I'd be irritated. Roy said, I'm trying to send a cash app. I'm trying to send the cash out, but it's not working. Hey man, I appreciate that sentiment. Thank you, brother. Rolando R said, Bud need to get that snack juice for Big Fish. He's already on that snack. He's already on the snack. Cap, duck, cap, duck, cap. I'm sorry, it irritated me. I don't know what else to do, bro. And every time you say, oh, you cap. Oh, you man, fuck this cap shit. Like, oh man, what is this cap crap? Cap crap. That's all I kept hearing, man. The knockout percentage is Duck and Devin to this day. What is this? Emmanuel Aline versus Korobov. Korobov got announced the winner, but they went to the back. They went to the back and changed the decision. What PBF did to the man was disgraceful. He beat Charlo the fight before. No, he did not beat Charlo the fight before. And the PBC cannot change the outcome of fights, all right? Don't put that on. Put that over there on the boxing commission. They got the scorecards wrong, and they changed it. However, Matt Korobov is definitely a good fighter, though. You know what I mean? Matt Korobov is but I don't know how the PBC is going to do that. That is the sanctioning bodies doing that. Either the sanctioning bodies or the commission, man. Ronald R said, "Hey, Fanon, do you put Tim Tszyu or Fundora over Fundora or not?" About what and what, honestly. I think I would love to see that fight. That's a fight I'd like to see. Those two. You know, would love to see that. Love to see that, man. Love to see that. Your own people had Korobov as a winner. Who's my own people? You don't even know any of my people, you fucking moron. Excuse my language. Who's my people, you idiot? Who's my people? Who are my people that had him winning that fight? You talking about my wife or my daughter? Who are you talking about are my people that had it? Man, shut up, you idiot. That's what I'm saying. You guys can't cover your tracks for nothing, man. Absolutely for nothing. You can't, I'm trying to tell you, it comes pouring out your pie hole, bro. My people had him winning. My people. Let's make a prediction about my people. Yeah, my people. Yeah, right. My people. See you later, dude. Your people. Your people just got arrested in Alaska. Okay? Your people just got some of your people just got arrested in Alaska. So your people said he won the. Who's my people? Seriously, man, y'all ain't right, bro. Y'all are extremely not right, bro. Third King Third Eye said, y'all trolls better leave Fanon alone this early morning. Exactly, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone all day. Joe Rogan says, stand up for the Ukraine. Absolutely, man. Stand up for the Ukraine. See you later, brother. No war messages, man. We're peace. We're peaceful around here, man. Man, I swear these MS be tough behind these phones. Oh man, they be killing it behind them phones, don't they? It is what it is. Yeah, that's what it is, but it is what it is. I don't worry about it. That's what they got block buttons. That's what they got block buttons for around here, man. But yeah, my people don't watch boxing. Just to let you know. Only point of my people that I've got two of my people that watch boxing. My son watched the Canelo Alvarez fight with me, and that was a lot of fun. And my father watches boxing. Other than that, my people. Oh yeah, there you go. Miss, I said we your people for not. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you very much, and thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, sir. I belong to y'all though. That's why we on this. That's why we out here working in this conversation. Skylar the Ortiz boxer, Skylar Ortiz the boxer said, Cambosis beats Haney. Dude, that's what I'm afraid of, man. You want payday. I do want payday. Yes, I do. That's how I pay lights. Yes, I do, Matt Rainey. I do want payday. You know why I want payday? Because these lights cost money. Okay? This internet bill costs money. You know what I'm saying? This coffee costs money. Everybody wants payday. Hey, does anybody out there not want a payday? Everybody out there needs a payday. It's called capitalism, clown. Everybody needs a payday, man. You kidding me? Like dog, you know, cats that kill me, man, used to always make me laugh at them. Are people that want to try to shame you for what is true. You know what I'm saying? For what is true. You can't shame somebody. Oh man, you need food. Man, you a clown. You need some food. What you need to eat? You need a roof over your head, something. Man, you a clown, man. You got to pay rent. You know what I mean? Man, shut up, guy. And not you, though, because you may be joking. Oh, I'm talking about Canelo. Okay, sorry, Matt Rainey. Sorry. Oops. Then I'm talking about Canelo, too. Hey, Matt Rainey, I'm talking about Canelo, too. Give me a payday, too. Exactly. Everybody need a payday, man. Thank you, Matt Rainey. Simon Call said, hey, Fanon, are you watching Benavidez, Lemieux? Let me know what your prediction is. My prediction is pain. Am I watching the fight? Yes. I am not going to spend a whole lot of... I should cover that fight because that fight right there, oh, Lord, that's going to be a massacre. That's a massacre, man. You talk intelligent, it's your white. It's your white? What do you mean? It's my white. I talk intelligent. It's my white. What do you mean it's my white? I am not white. I have no white. I possess zero white. Nino Black said, why would anyone sit on YouTube and watch another man watch a fight? Y'all silly as hell. Makes no sense. Oh, it's fun though. Because I'll tell you why, because a lot of people don't have people to talk to and watch the fight with. So it's a watch along and you just have a lot of fun doing that, man. Yeah, it's no problem, man. It's fun. I don't mind doing it. I might listen to somebody talk about the fight when the fight's going on, especially if I'm at work or something, you know? Al Roney said, all that stuff costs, but we want Bud to take a cut. Like the pay-per-view cost will be chopped in half if he takes a pay cut. Let me tell you something, man. You need to take a pay cut because, dog, it's just what it is, man. It's still what it is. He's got to take the cut because they're not going to make the fight without it. Dog, I'm telling you, dog, they don't care about that fight. I'm telling you, they don't care about that fight. I can hear it dog, seriously. I can hear it in Eddie. I can hear it in I can hear it in Steven Espinosa's voice, bro. They do not care about that fight, man. They got the what's in it for me attitude about that fight. Like, look, man, I'm not breaking my bank on this if people don't show up. I'm not willing to take that bet. Dog, trust me, they believe in the power. They believe in the power of Canelo because Canelo has already proven that people will buy tickets to his fights. You know what I'm saying? People will buy tickets to his fights. That is already known, man. It's already known. Terrence Crawford stayed with Top Rank so long, he ruined his marketability with every major promoter. And on top of it, right about now, he's in a lawsuit with a promoter, so the promoter's probably going to want to deal with him. But he's the cash cow. Arrows, they're one of their cash cows, so they're going to put up their cash cow against a guy that does not sell big tickets. I mean, in the Floyd Mayweather Jr. situation with Manny Pacquiao sold a lot of tickets. Manny Pacquiao did big numbers. Floyd did big numbers. Manny Pacquiao did big numbers. In the case with in the case of Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder had never been on pay-per-view, but his viewing numbers were big, way bigger than everybody else's on Showtime. He was one of the biggest attractions in American boxing, despite what Eddie Hearn wanted to say. Because he was getting 1 million people watching him on Showtime because of the time to go to sleep type things this man was doing. So AJ, huge deal. Him, huge deal. They were going to take the fight. In this particular instance, you have Errol Spence Jr., who's a big name, not as big as Deontay Wilder was, in my opinion. Not quite as big as Deontay Wilder, provided Deontay Wilder could ever get somebody to fight him. And then you got Terrence Crawford, who honestly, man, is probably not as big a name as Keith Thurman, man. I bet they're like, dude, Keith Thurman, we can get Keith Thurman on the cheap, man. Like, we can get Keith Thurman on the cheap. Keith Thurman is going to be, he's going to promote the fight. He's a champion. All of that stuff. Man, that man, they're like, man, we can make it. But let me say, Arrow will pay you more money. It just, man, it's all the way around, man. Bud got to take that C side, man. I ain't even talking about the B side, bro. That dude got to take the C. He got a lot working against him, man, in that particular situation. And I'm not putting it on Arrow. I'm putting it on the PBC and Showtime. I will definitely put it on them. Hey, my man Roy in the building, man. Much love in that super cash app, brother. He said fan support, brother. That means a ton. Thank you, brother. Thank you very, very much, bro. That literally makes a ton, man. That Uzi weighs a ton. Man, I miss that song. I got to listen to some more of that old school stuff. I haven't listened in a long time. My Uzi weighs a ton. Bud want a payday without putting in the work. Look, man, Bud is it's not, dude, seriously, Bud gotta come on, man. Like, come on, Bud. Bud, give us the fight, Bud. But honestly, I think he's gonna do it. Because he's not gonna have anywhere else to go. No joke. And he's spending money on them lawyers. If he wins that case, he pocket an extra $5-6 million. Pocket an extra $5 million. Hey man, that's a good chunk of change hitting him in his pocket if he can win that deal with Bob Arum. By the way, I'm telling you, you better take the seaside. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. You can't get out of that, man. That's like Jerron Ennis, man. Dude, Jerron Ennis can't be 50-50. Lethal Lip said, damn, what happened? Hey, man, let me tell you something what happened, dog. I'm listening to what these PBC dudes are saying. Not the PBC dude, what Showtime said. Let me assure you, bro. Let me assure you. Dude, that dude does not sound anxious to make that fight at all. I'm just telling you. He don't seem anxious. He seems like that is just a lot of risk without a lot of money. Because this guy, numbers are terrible. And I'm telling you, they have Bud's numbers. That Sean Porter, all I'm trying to tell you, man. And he won't even sign with him. You got to sign with him, man. Sign with him. Like anybody else got to do. Sign with him. Become part of the team. If you're part of the team, they may work with you. If you're on the outside looking in, then they talk. And by the way, he talks so bad about the PBC and Showtime. He talks so bad about the team. You know, it is what it is. Gabriel Wynn, brother, thank you so much for your support, bro. He said Canelo and his fans keep saying before his recent loss, he's now in his prime and lost at his fourth weight division when Mayweather beat him in the fifth division. How many weight divisions he lost in? Three. People say he lost in three weight divisions. The only one that nobody thinks he lost in, Gabriel Wynn, was 168. He lost at 154, he lost at 175, and he lost, people think he lost at 160 against Gennady Golovkin. But they're going to they need to make that Gennady Golovkin fight, man, and just get with it, bro. Gabriel Wynn said, and good morning for now. Hey, thank you, Gabriel. Mr. Wynn, thank you so much, man. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you, Mr. Wynn. Appreciate you, bro. Ronald Jr. said, you missed my super chat. Sorry, Ronald Jr. Let me go back. Ronald Jr. said, Bud overpricing himself. He don't want that big. What is that? Oh, he don't want that big fish. He don't want that big fish. Oh, man, let me tell you something, man. He's probably just asking for the problem is this, man. It's not just that he's, let me say, how can I say this? Bro, they're not going to pay him what he used to make. They're probably not going to pay him what he's used to making. And that's what all of those guys are saying, man. Not going to pay him what he's used to making. Not just not giving him what he wants, but not giving what he's used to making. My man, William Robb said, I must be blocked for now because you don't see my What's your name? Oh, shit. I don't even know how to do this, man. How to check. Hey, man, Mr. Williams, make sure you send me a note on either inbox me on Twitter or inbox me on Twitter or inbox me on Instagram. Either one of those two, I will see it. And then you let me know who you are and if I blocked you so I can look for your name. And then if you wouldn't mind, send me a screenshot of your name, of your channel name. And then I'll unblock you provided that you did not make your chat, you did not make your channel up that day. You know what I mean? Provided you're not one of those type of dudes, man. And actually, even then, because we'll just still reblock you if you were those type of dudes, but not you. I know, but just let me know. Let me know what your name was in the Cash App. Let me know what your name was in the Cash App, and then give me that, and I'll get you unblocked for sure. What makes you believe Crawford deserves 50-50 prize fighting? Love, me? Man, he does. He's not going to get it. That's like, it's almost not worth talking about it. Dog, I mean, look, man. Bug gonna have to take like Bug gonna have to take like $1 million. He gonna have to take like, dog, seriously, man. You mad at EJ when you should be mad at Al Heyman? No, Love. Don't be mad at EJ. Do not be mad at Al Heyman. Be mad at Terrence Crawford. That's who you should be mad at. Terrence Crawford. And I do not care if you mad about it. Be mad about Terrence Crawford. Be mad at Bomac. If you don't want to be mad, I know you're talking about Love. I know you're not talking about me. Look, man, if you don't want to be mad, if you want to be mad at anybody, be mad at Brian McIntyre. That's who you should be mad at. Because Brian McIntyre was the one that was on Trill Boxing Talk several years ago talking about the great deal that they got. They got such a great deal with Top Rank and with Top Rank that they got guaranteed money, that they were promised that they were going to get a fight with Errol Spence Jr. So why wouldn't you take the guaranteed money? And Bomac's fighters, Bomac got a lot of fighters, right? Who were sent to him. So they got money in B&B gym training fighters, right? Who did he get after that? He got Maurice Hooker. He got Jermell Herring. He got all those. He got a bunch of those guys, man. Fighters on undercards. Those guys are getting paid off of that. They got a nice situation. They thought it was a good deal. But what they should have done, but in order to avoid this situation, they should have just went over there. Been like, all right, but they were like, F the PBC. That's what they said. F the PBC. And I mean, literally, Burden the Boxer was like, F literally middle finger to y'all. Y'all ain't getting me no fights. You can't guarantee me no fights. You can't even get Errol Spence Jr. fights. How are you going to get me to fights? That's what they said. Oh, for this situation, the monetary situation, you got to put that on them, man. Because they didn't have to do it, man. They didn't have to do it, you know? Gabriel Wynn said, Bud is poor as F for such a great accolade. He ain't broke, man. He made a ton of money. Great accolades of accomplishments, and he has no one to blame but himself. He stayed at Top Rank all that time. Like, bruh, exactly. Come on, man. He stayed there. That's on him. No joke, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you, man. And thank y'all for coming in hard in the super chats and the cash apps, brother. It means a lot. Like I said, man, Cat's been saying this chat has been broke for days. And I appreciate y'all, man, keeping the channel going, man. Thank you. Even though I'm still mad at my man for running off King Judah and John Boy. like, man, two of the biggest supporters got ran out the chat, dog. I was like, God, dog. But it is what it is, man. Cats got to do what they got to do. Everybody got the right to speak. Skylar Ortiz, a boxer. They did get a good deal. Crawford has routinely made more money than Spence while selling less tickets and views. He did not get more money than Spence. He got more guaranteed. He got high guarantees. He got high guarantees. I don't know that he didn't. I don't know that he made more money than Spence. But he's on a budget. Then those guys could pay that off the budget. Off the budget. They needed Bud. But now they don't need Bud. So they're like, bye, Bud. Bud was replaced. Bud was replaced. Shakur Stevenson came up. They don't need Bud. They got their little chocolate boxer over there. They got their little chocolate boxer. And they can even claim, and by the way, he ain't even his chocolate. So they can try to sell him to some Puerto Ricans like they did. They tried to sell him to Puerto Ricans. But on the real, they got Tyson Fury. They didn't need him. We got Tyson Fury. We got Josh Taylor. We got Lomachenko. We got Shakur. We've got what's that man's name? They had Teofimo Lopez. So like, we got enough marquee fighters to cover the big fights. So they didn't need Bud anymore. And they told Bud, we're gonna go fight by fight with you. Fight by fight. It wasn't not a matter that Bud didn't want to re-sign with him either. They said that they were not going to re-sign him. I'm telling you, man. It is what it is. Hey, Dalawa said, you guys are crazy. Dudes don't have to kiss up to no one. If they don't want to pay Bud, then guess what? The fight don't get made simple. Only people who get mad is the public. Pay the man. No, man, I'm up to Dalawa. The public's not going to pay for the fight. These Terrence Crawford fake fans don't buy fights. They don't buy fights. It's just what it is. Obviously, they don't buy fights. So is the public going to be that upset is what they're saying. It's a big fight, but how big is it? Is it big enough for y'all to pay for it, or am I supposed to blow my budget on it? They'll live with it. I want to see the fight. So Bud, take that short money, man. Or Errol, take short money, Errol. You see what I mean? Like one of the two both of them got to take short money. One guy has to take really, really short money, way less than he would deserve for the fight because he's the main attraction. And that's Errol. It's just what it is, man. It's a fight where Errol literally has the entire fan base, already watching him. All of the people, and that's the problem. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. Yeah, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. If Bud don't sign contract, he ducking. Hey, man, it is what it is. For now, you just want to see Bud get whooped. What do you mean I just want to see him get whooped? I want to see the fight. I do like Errol, though. I do like Errol in the fight. I do want to see the fight, though. It doesn't make me a difference how much money they get paid. It really doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't make me any difference how much money they get paid. That's tell the truth, shame the devil. I'm not getting paid for that fight. So it doesn't make a difference to me how much money one guy gets versus the other guy gets. If it's Errol that says, okay, I'll fight for $500,000 because I want this opportunity to give Bud all the money. Hey, man, thanks, Errol. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for giving up all that cash, but I don't think that's Errol's mindset. And I'm being honest, I don't think that's Errol's mindset. Not listening to what he had to say about Canelo Alvarez, because he said, hell yeah, Canelo Alvarez is pound for pound number one. How much money he make? How much did he get? $55 million? Yeah, he's the number one. He's pound for pound killing it. Errol ain't stupid, man. Errol's about his money, man. You know what I'm saying? Errol's about his money. My man in that super chat, that super sticker marquee. Oh, did I get that already? Let me see something. Oh, yeah, I got that, man. That just stays around a long time. Gabriel Wynn. Hold on, man. Where'd that go? Okay, Gabriel Wynn said Errol is still going to be great even if he lose. Oh, both of them are, man. They both great fighters, man. They're both great fighters, man. Errol got 3 of the 4 belts. Errol not taking no MF pay cut. Hey, man, Errol, I need you to take a pay cut, man, because I don't want to be called a Bud hater. So I want Errol to take a pay cut. That's what I need to see take place. Hey, my man, Jay Hawk in that Cash App said, can't super chat or messages or send messages in the chat. Man, my bad, bro. See, I told you these guys are telling me they can't send super chats. I'm sorry, man. He said can't super chat or send messages in the chat. Jayhawk 1919, man. My bad, man. That's crazy. Sorry, brother. He said cash super and my man Wally Scott Bay says super chat ain't working. I'm telling y'all, man, it's crazy. Much love in that Cash App, Wally Scott Bay. Yeah, man, they've been killing me for the last 2 days, bro. Musha said super chat ain't working. Yeah, so hey man, I don't know what it is, man. That it is, man. Mr. J23 said, morning, Fanon. For the record, I'm Team Bud. I've bought every pay-per-view he fights on. That's what's up, Mr. J. I know. I know there are Bud fans that buy that, but they didn't promote him. Like, this dude should be the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, and there shouldn't be any interest, man. Mr. Elohim said, Fanon, who made that intro music on your videos? That is a remix of MF Doom and RZA. RZA MF Doom. RZA MF Doom. Yeah, YouTube be killing me, man. No joke. Hey, man, if y'all can support, if your super chat works, man, I'd appreciate the support. But yeah, they jacking me up, man. Al Money said, Dion Reed, exactly. No one will go to work and say, give me a pay cut. I want the toughest job you have. Exactly. And that's Bud, but it is what it is, though, man. That's Bud. That's Bud being with Top Rank, and he stayed there so long, man. You're 35 years old, bro, and they never ever featured him. That's the problem, bro. They never featured that man. The entire time, never featured him, and that is a shame that they never featured him. That's the biggest problem I do put on Bob Arum, though, because Bob Arum did not grow him, man. They did not invest in him. They invested in Vasily Lomachenko. They invested in Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury didn't even pan out for them, man. He got 2 fights, but that's it. After that, man, I'm telling you, man, that Tyson Fury fight flopped like a floop. Do you hear any numbers released about Tyson Fury pay-per-view? How many weeks was that? You don't hear any numbers for it. Hey, as far as Canelo Alvarez, by the way, I think his pay-per-view flopped too. Whole lot of floppages going on, bro. Whole lot of floppages, but they're real quick to tell you that Errol Spence Jr. flopped. Real quick on that one. No joke. Real quick on that one. You'll find that out the day after the fight. Oh yeah, 240,000. Yeah. Right away. Where's Canelo's numbers? Angie Wise, fool, much love in that super chat. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate y'all, because half of the people that want to give, can't support. Yeah, man. Bud has been neglected partially by his own hands, though. Yeah, I mean, he had an opportunity to get out. But he did the Tim Bradley thing. He did the Tim Bradley thing. And now he's suing him because he didn't get him the Spence fight. We'll see how that pays out, man. Hunter Young said, did Errol Spence actually flop versus Ugas? No, they did not. I don't, but it will. Let me tell you something. According to the mainstream media, he flopped. According to the mainstream media, they all flop every time. I'm telling you. According to the mainstream media, every pay-per-view he's had is flopped. Every one. 200,000, 250. They give the same numbers for every one, man. Fully vaccinated, you making my point more. Oh, it's not. All right, I'm sorry. He's also suing because he was guaranteed more fights. Yeah, that's a breach of contract. It's a simple breach of contract. Yeah, it's a simple breach of contract. Hey, Quincy Carter, my man in that super chat. What's going on? Quincy Carter in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Hope you're doing well, bro. Salute to you, sir. And thank you, man, for your support, brother. It's huge. It's important. Thank you, man. That online streaming killing pay-per-view game. Oh, yeah, it is. I don't doubt that it is. And it is. So now you're going to have to be somewhere where they want to guarantee, where they want to pay you guarantees. And only Canelo really is there, man. But Canelo, dog, I'm telling you, man, Canelo's probably going to be done, man. There ain't much left of Canelo, man. I'm telling you. He ain't going to be the type of cat that's going to keep fighting after these losses. Because he's about to get another Bivol loss. He's going to get that next Bivol loss is coming. Hey, Aisha in that super, Miss Aisha, hey, man, much love in that Cash App. Thank you so much for your support. That means a lot. Thank you so much, man. Triller is going to steal what fight? Just incredible. What fight is Triller going to steal? What fight is Triller going to steal? Mayweather also gave so many crappy man, he better stop with all this pay-per-view crap. Man, will you stop, Floyd? Retire, please. Stop. Ugh. I hate to hate on him. You know what I mean? I hate to hate on Floyd, but dog, I have no interest in seeing Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight. And even in an exhibition, I'm completely burned out for it. Hey, Jeff K said, my 1-3 pal said, hey, Spence 70-30, Bud wins, gets a lion's share in a rematch. I mean, yeah, that would have to be what it is, man. You know? That would have to be what it is, man. Much love. Hey, say, Jeff Campbell said, it's for John Boy. Hey, thank you, Jeff Campbell. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I hope John Boy's well, brother. I ain't seen John Boy in a couple days, man. I haven't seen some other, but you know what it is, man. My man, Rip Jones in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for your support, Rip Jones. Thank you, man. That's huge, brother. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for the love in that chat. Ron Miller said, come on, Martin. Floyd just trying to earn something. Yeah, he's just trying to feed his kids. I get it. I don't know. Hey, man, him doing it, I got to settle down my voice a little bit. Him doing it, I'm all right with. I mean, I understand why he's doing it. For me, though, I'm just telling you, I just don't care. I don't know how to say this other than, brother, I just do not care about that fight. That any fight that he has. The only fight that I care about, and I'm being very honest. Hey, my man, Keith Demetros, man, much love. He said, salute Fanon, keep up the content. Thank you, brother. We'll do it, bro. No, yes, he did, man. He said, he's like, I'm out. John Boy said he was out. I appreciate John Boy. I understand. Nah, John Boy's like, I'm out. Nah, y'all ran John Boy up out of here. I'm telling you. Y'all ran John Boy out of here, man. It is what it is, though, bro. It is what it is, man. Much love in that super chat, then that Cash App, brother. I miss my big elder John Boy. Yeah, man, they ran him out of there, man. But look, I just don't care about the fights. He can do what he wants to do. You know? He can do what he wants to do, bro. He can do what he wants to do. Obviously. I don't care about the fight. Dude, Tim Tszyu, yes, they did. Dude, John Boy has not been back to the chat since the day he said, look, man, I don't need to put up with this dumb shit. I'm out. That's what he said. He said, I don't need to put up with this dumb shit because y'all was attacking him. And he left. Yeah, y'all did that. I'm trying to tell you. And I was stuck. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I got to block you or you or you. It's just, you know, it is what it is, man. It's all right, though, man. John Boy's good people, man. He'll be back eventually, hopefully. Him and King. It'll be all right. I hate when y'all run off real good supporters of the channel, though. I ain't gonna lie about that. But it is what it is, man. People got to do what they got to do, man. Cats that we're arguing were supporters of the channel. Good afternoon, Fanon. Hypothetically speaking, if you managed Crawford, what would you have advised him to do to maximize his commercial opportunities potential? I would have told him to go to Al Heyman years ago. I would have told him years ago to leave Bob Arum. As soon as you became undisputed, or you moved up to the 147-pound division, you had an opportunity to get out of there. You get out of there. That's it. You get out of there. You do exactly what Floyd did. You do exactly what you did. You do what Oscar De La Hoya did. Once you get to your peak, you leave and you can do your own thing. And Al Heyman would have signed him in a minute. And they would have featured him on Fox. They would have featured him on Showtime. That's easy. They would have built this fight between he and Terrence and Errol Spence Jr. for years. Bob Arum didn't want to do it. Bob Arum didn't care about doing that. It's just what it is, man. So that what I would have said was to do that. And that's what people were telling him to do the whole time. And I'm telling you, they were very, how can I say this about Bud? Very disrespectful to people that made those suggestions. I'm telling you, man, do not underestimate, man, exactly how rude Terrence Crawford's team is. They were there. I'm telling you, man, those guys are extremely disrespectful when they were talking about the PBC. And how these guys you live in paycheck by paycheck. They're not making fights. All of that, man. They're running off the lips real bad about those dudes, man. And decided to stay with Bob Arum. And then when the push and when their contract came up again, what happens? Bob Arum and them say, nah, man, we're not re-signing you. We'll do a fight-by-fight with you. We're not going to pay you that same amount of money. No. We're losing money on you. Right? We gave you the Amir Khan pay-per-view. It didn't do anything. Gave the Kell Brook fight. Nobody cared about that. Did the Sean Porter fight, but they weren't even going to sign before the Sean Porter fight. And then the Sean Porter fight didn't do anything, man. So they were shaming PBC for nine. They were clowning him. I'm telling you, they were, dude, it's like they burnt bridges over there. Kind of like Demetrius Andrade, man. You know what I mean? Fully vaccinated said blacks look up to athletes like Bud, not drunk, alcoholic, dressing clowns. What? Decked in gold, always bragging about what they have. What the fuck are you talking about? Who do you know that looks up to Bud? Even though I will tell you that I do think Bud is a better dresser than like 99% of them. Hold on, man. I don't know what you talking about, man. You suspect, man. You real suspect, man. Where'd it go? It flew on me, man. My bad. Oh, Jeff Campbell, let me slide down. Feel like, oh, new M Love, much love in there. Hey, man, thank you for joining the channel, brother. Thank you for joining the channel, bro. Means a lot, brother. Thank you so much, man. Oh, Freddie Jimenez, that's what I was missing. Freddie Jimenez in the bill says, smash that like button. People support the channel, brother. Yes, absolutely, man. Let me slide down to the end. I don't think I missed anybody else. Let me check, man. Yeah, y'all at like 400 likes, man. Come on, man. Hit that like button, man. We got 753 people, 400 likes, man. Y'all can hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button for your boy. Hit that like button, man. Let's get them likes over 600, man. Thanks for the notes, Chillville. Appreciate that, bro. Man, it's funny, man. I used to deal with this cat. Man, I used to do a lot for somebody particular, man. All I ever asked him was to do what Chillville was doing. Dude never showed up and did it. Like, wow, bro. Like, fully delusional as a troll. Yeah, but I mean, he didn't create his account today, so I'm not blocking him just off that. I have a new standard, bro. He's not saying something so crazy that I'll throw him out just for that. I'm just checking to see if he had made his account up today, then dude definitely would have got zipped. You know what I'm saying? He would have got zipped. But, you know, he didn't. Hey, I appreciate that, Chillville. Thank you, brother. He said, hey, nothing wrong with black people enjoying their success and feeling good. As long as they look after their families and legacy, more power to them. Good, God bless. Yeah, man. Ain't no problem with people wearing gold. They like gold. I like black. You know what I mean? I got a nice car. But honestly, I'm weird because I don't really care about the car for me. I care about the car more for my wife. Like, I like to know that my wife is driving in a nice car. Myself, not a biggie. You know what I mean? Not a biggie. I'll drive. I prefer not to be driving a hoopty, but it is what it is, man. Because you know you agree with me, fully vaccinated. You talking about me? Because I know that I agree with you. Get your ass out of here. I just said I wasn't gonna block you because I didn't know you were a troll, but now you're gone. See ya, dog. Don't flinch. What you mean? I'm trigger happy, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Don't talk now. Don't talk crazy. I definitely got no problem. You know what I mean? As Nelson says, same here for nine. Yeah, man. I want my kids. I want my kids to have what they want and my wife to have what she wants. And I'm okay. I'm okay with I'm okay with what I have. Marlon Crander said, didn't Bud pull a pistol at a car dealership, but no need to disparage a man's character to discuss sports? No, he did not pull a pistol. He did not pull a pistol, man. He didn't pull a pistol. No, man. What he did was he walked in there and he took control of the jack, brought the car down, and took the car. They said that they owed him some money. What's going on the Rise podcast in the building? He just took the car, man. He didn't have a gun on him. He and 3 or 4 dudes walked into the car dealership and told the man to take the car off the jack, to take the car down, because they were trying to charge him more money, for the car, for repairs on the car, and he felt that they were milking him, and he was like, "Nah, man, give me my car back," and he went in there and he took his car back, which is completely and utterly illegal. But it is what it is, man. He did what he did, and I don't know if they dropped the charges. They did something with him. Hey, there you go. Hey, man. Hey, my man says some support, old friend. Wishing you the best. Thank you, brother. And you know who I am, and I ain't even mentioning your name. Thank you, bro. John Boy, and by the way, John Boy said y'all ain't shook him. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. My man, John Boy, in that Cash App, bro. That's big, brother. Thank you, bro. Much love in that Cash App. Dude, I didn't care about that. I just want to make sure you come into the channel, man. Because I do appreciate your support, bro. But you big for the channel, bro. When you donate, don't donate. I appreciate you, John Boy. Hey, what's going on, Tevin Smith? Jay Cooley said, and Bud didn't get shot. He got grazed. They was shooting at another person. Y'all act like Bud is damn superhuman. Oh, well, they shot through the window. They shot at a window. That's what's up, John. I'm just glad you're here, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you being here, man. Skinny Main to Maine. Skinny Main to Maine. In that super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank y'all for keeping that color in that super chat, bro. Yeah, he said he ain't shook. That's what's up. Because Cass be trying Hoop Zone, brother. What's good, man? He says, so man, much love in that super chat, brother. That's big, bro. Thank you, man. He says, salute. Bud been treated worse than a side chick his entire career at Top Rank. Now he want to act like he higher than the first lady. Like, come on, man. Bonafide excuse to back out fighting fighting EJ. Dude giving off scared energy. Big MF fish in the building. Man, take that pay cut, Bud. Take the pay cut, Bud, and win the fight. But a pay cut, I'm going to tell you right now, a pay cut and an ass whooping is a lot to deal with. A pay cut and an ass whooping on the same day is a lot to deal with, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my man Sean Clark in that Cash App said Bud should be promoting the fight to run up the bag. Sean, hey man, I'm telling you, Sean, dog, seriously, man, he don't promote fights. He don't promote fights. That's another thing. Dog. Hey, William Collins said for John Boy. That's what's up, man. Thank you, man. Much love in that super chat. My man said for John Boy. Cats recognize you, John Boy. He's a cat that keeps the chat going, brother. It's no joke, bro. Yep, big fish in the building. Hey, look, man, seriously. If I'm Bud, I'm like, dude, look, let me tell you something, man. Y'all don't like if I was a business advisor, none said, dude, whatever you drinking, I want some. You freaking hilarious. I'm drinking water, brother. You can get some tap. So I'm drinking tap water, brother. Tap water. I'm drinking tap water. Run through a filter, but it's tap water. TAP water. Comes with my water bill, brother. No, seriously though. If you don't like my answer if I'm his business manager. Said a pay cut for an ass whooping is too much. I'm trying to tell you the combination of those is a killer, bro. Pay cut and an ass whooping on the same day. Woo-wee, dog. Woo-wee. Bria filters are good with Top Rank. Yeah, it's running through my refrigerator, so I don't know, whatever it is. It's running through my refrigerator, man. I was raised drinking water out of a water faucet. I mean, out of a hose. So I ain't sweating. When I used to walk around, we walk around when they had water fountains outside. You used to be able to walk a few blocks and there's a water fountain just right there for you to drink water. Like, that's how it used to be, man. Y'all young folk don't realize how much things have changed and not necessarily gotten better, bro. You used to be able to walk down the street and be able to be literally, there's a water fountain. Hey, man, my man said, just do boxing, said, for John Boy. John Boy, appreciate you, OG. Thanks for your support. See, I'm trying to tell you, man, they appreciate you, brother. Much love in that super chat to my man, Just Do, and that Cash App to Just Do Boxing in the building. And Sylvester Palmer says, still won't let me super chat. I changed my Handbone Love. My bad. Handbone Love says, still won't let me super chat since I changed my name. Bro, man, I don't know what that is. Handbone Love, I appreciate you in that Cash App, though. No joke. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man, for that support, brother. That is big time in that mug. Thank you, man. My man Jake said, ain't that crazy what happened to all the water fountains? Exactly. You used to have water fountains, man. You used to have just regular water fountains. Walk down the street and be able to drink some water, bro. My man, Jeffrey Brooks in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro. He said, Bud shouldn't take less than what he's been getting, and that $6 million up front, whatever the percentage that is. Yeah, dog, he's not getting that. I'm telling you, he's not getting $6 million guaranteed. He's not getting $6 million guaranteed. Not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Yeah, bottled water took over. Yeah, now you gotta pay and pay phone. I don't miss the pay phones. I miss the drinking. I miss the drinking fountains. The pay phones, you can keep that. The drinking fountains, that was important. Ugas trainer said, this is the best Spence. He's number one pound for pound. Okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah, he's looking really good, man. Obviously, man, they gonna, even though dude is taking out there, he said Bud should take 50%, what is it? $500K guaranteed and 20% of the pay-per-view. Wow, bro. He said, water fountains, yuck. Can't believe people fought the right to share water fountains with even more people. Man, let me tell you something, man. Water fountains, yuck. Water fountains mean you could walk down the street and you could actually not faint and have to spend money. People are needed. You need water fountains, man. Time to start calling bluffs. Winners take higher percentage in a rematch. Best way to expose a duck. No, man, it's never going to happen, Skills from New Orleans. Why would you do that? If I'm a business manager, I'm telling you right now, bro, I'm saying, look, man, give me the Josh Taylor fight. That's what I'm saying. Give me the Josh Taylor fight in Scotland. I'll take Josh Taylor in Scotland. Come on, Bob. I'll take Josh Taylor in Scotland. Settle this lawsuit. Give me my fights. Give me my money for these fights. And not getting the Errol Spence Jr. fight. And I'll fight Josh Taylor in Scotland. Do that. Because he may get that guaranteed money over there. They may be willing to do that. Get that dough, man. Get that dough. Hey, said Jeffrey, because honestly, taking a pay cut, I can understand why he wouldn't do that. If not $6 million, then no fight, because he should decline that first offer because they coming back with a second one anyway. No, they're not. That's what I'm telling you, Jeffrey Brooks. They're not coming back with another offer. Dog, I'm trying to tell you, dog. I don't think the PBC and Showtime want the fight. I don't think they do. I don't think they want it. I don't think they want it. I think Errol wants that. I think Errol wants that fight. I'm telling you, man, that if they can find a better way to make more money, to make the same amount of money, or better yet, not risk losing any money. Come on, man. They're not going to break the bank. Showtime's not going to break the bank for Bud, man. They got Jerron. They can build Jerron. Telling you, they'll be like, look, man, we'll have a Jerron and Errol Spence Jr. mega fight in 2 years. Give us 2 years. We'll have Errol and Jerron at 154 be just as big a fight as Terrence and Errol. Don't worry. We'll have Jerron fight him, then Jerron fight him, Jerron fight him, and then we'll match it up like that. We'll get you the big fight. Matter of fact, we still got a potential for Canelo. We still could get you a Canelo. Errol they have not completely wrote off you and Canelo. I'm telling you, man, them dudes may be looking at you like, look, man, Look, didn't Showtime pay Charlo $10 million for 9? No. Showtime did not pay that man $10 million for that fight. No. No. I don't know how he got a $10 million check because I just don't know. I know for a fact that those guys get way more money than what those purses are saying, but I don't know the mechanism by which Al Heyman does that. That's the great uncept. That is the great unknown, man. That's the great unknown, how they do that. But he's not with the PBC. So why would the PBC do that for him? He's not their fighter. If they're not your fighter, why am I going to boost you up after the fact? However they do that. And honestly, man, anybody knows how they do that. I promise I will not tell people. But I need to see a profit and loss statement. I have no idea how they're doing that. And by the way, I know they're doing it. 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 So I know they're paying. And now, as a matter of fact, I know those dudes are getting bigger paychecks. I know it. So, but how they do it, I do not know. Jeffrey Brooks said, how do you think he can't get $6 million with at least $40 million on the table gross? How do you think that there's $40 million on the table gross? But let's do the math. 40 million gross, go 40 million gross. Then take 40 million and then 45, what's 45% of 40 million? 17 million, you divide that in half, you're at about 8.5, right? 60-40, you're at like 6. And that's what? They're not going to guarantee it. Because the numbers don't say that he may end up with that, but to guarantee it, I'm telling you, I don't know how you're going to guarantee that. How you guarantee it. It's the guarantee that is the thing. Not the fact that he couldn't make it. He may wind up making that. But guaranteeing it is something else. And on top of it, what else, really, where else does he have to go? What's his leverage? What's his leverage to get it? All around, bro, I just don't think so, man. I could be wrong, and I hope that I am wrong. I hope they make the fight. But Bud is definitely going to have to make a concession in the amount of guaranteed money. But he may have no choice but to do it. Because I don't know if he's got any other fight offers on the table for him. Nobody else, there's no other fights for him. So it's like right there, he's in a bad negotiation. 10 people blocked you in. What are you talking about? It can gross it. Will it gross it? Can and will are two different things. Can and will are two different things. Can and will. Guaranteed versus non-guaranteed. I'm telling you, I don't know. He said for 9, maybe the extra money is coming from those ticket sales. We heard plus rumor, plus sponsors. I don't know, man. I don't know where they're getting. Maybe they reselling the tickets. They're getting to sell. Maybe they're like doing, I don't even want to speculate on it. I'm not even going to speculate because I don't want to bust nobody's bubble. There's different ways I could speculate on where it's coming from, though. Right? I could speculate on it. Like pre-sale, like you get a lot of tickets and you get to resell those tickets above face value on the secondary ticket market. But $10 million, I don't know where he got that from, but that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying he got. Hey, man, that's, it is what it is. I don't know. These contracts need to be made public like all other sports do. Hey, man, the only thing that they have to make public is they have to the state commissions, they got to let them know what their purse is because that's the tax they have to pay for to the state. That's it. Other than that, it's going to be a federal income tax issue. And they're probably going to pay him out of a different state and not directly related to that. But the money's going to come from the guaranteed money, the purse. It is. I just don't know, man. Boxing is a black market sport. Yeah, I don't know what you got going on there. May have events going on around it. They may have They may have events going on around it, man. Brother, thank you, Chillville. Just every once in a while, Chillville is good. You ain't got to do it that much. I appreciate you, though, brother. Thank you, man. Just maybe once every 5 minutes, bro. It's cool. Thank you, bro. Jeffrey Brooks said, Bud has other choices now. He got Josh Taylor, Keith Thurman, Boots, or just move to 154. Yeah, he does. I agree with that. Yeah, that's a very good point, Jeff. Or move up to 154. Move up to 154, man. Go on ahead up to 154, bro. Going up. He talking outside of his neck about that 154. I don't believe it. But you know, the easiest fight for him is the Josh Taylor fight. When Josh Taylor moves up and he can go do it in Scotland. And he can probably get big paid. He can get big paid for that. He can probably get big paid for that fight over there. I would suspect, you know. Ghost said, Fanon, the gates, what is it? The gates are weird. Spence versus Ugas official gate was $5 million, but been hearing rumors about no. $30 million would be how much the fight made. $30 million is how much the fight made. Because you have a pay-per-view at 300,000 pay-per-views. Just use 300,000 pay-per-views. 300,000 pay-per-views at $79 was like $18 million, plus a $10 million, little over, plus was like a $5 million gate. Was that right? It's like $28 million. Yeah, it was like $28 million plus like $5 million for the, I don't know, I think it was more close, maybe like a $20 million. I got to do the math again. And I suck at doing math off the top of my head, so I'm not doing it. But you get my point. I think the 30,000, I think the 30 million was them combined. I got to see you. Kaiser Dom said, your wrenches beware, bro. Hey, man, I got a lot of wrenches, man. It is what it is, man. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all not blocking people and timing out for silly reasons, please. V Free says Spence Crawford, 100 million easy pay-per-view fight. Nah, definitely not. Canelo versus Arrow, $100 million. But they're all the same because who knows how many people are going to buy that, man. 600,000 to 700,000 pay-per-views. Are they going to, man, I don't know. It may do 5. I'm telling you, man, they don't think Bud is a big name, man. No joke, man. They're just saying Bud's not a big name. He's not a big name fighter. He's not a draw. Can't draw flies to a garbage can. And when they're looking at those numbers, that's what they're looking at. They're looking at, look, man, you've been a champion for years. You got pay-per-views of 50,000, 100,000, and 120,000. Gervonta Davis sells more in one pay-per-view than you do in all three of your fights, all three of your pay-per-view fights combined. You had a gate against Sean Porter of $1.2 million gate. You not promoting yourself and DAZN and ESPN not promoting you has just not built your brand. Your brand is not big. You did not put in the right type of work to build your brand. And that's just what it is. They're going to look at your brand. They're looking at the numbers. They're like, look, dude, these numbers don't add up. It's a great fight. Those numbers don't add up. You know what I'm saying? Those numbers don't add up. He who greased with fire, much love in that super chat, said Fanon. Funny, we got no Canelo or Fury pay-per-view numbers. Yeah, they didn't come out with them. Miraculously, but they will now that we've said it, though, because they listen. But yeah, okay, yeah, it doesn't come out. They don't have sources. All of a sudden, they give those numbers out. No numbers for them. Zip. Silence. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing, isn't it? They get people. Now watch this. For PBC fights where they do not get to talk to Al Heyman, I promise you, none of those guys have ever said they have conversations with Al Heyman. So none of these guys have an in to Al Heyman himself. Unlike Bob Arum, who they can call up on the phone and say, hey, Bob, what do you think the pay? Oh, we're looking at around right here, right? or Oscar De La Hoya. They can pick up the phone and call Oscar De La Hoya or Eric Gomez. They can pick up the phone and call Eddie Hearn. They ain't even got to pick up the phone to call Eddie Hearn. They can tweet Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn's going to respond. Amazingly, they don't have numbers for those guys. Amazing. They don't have numbers for the guys they can call. They got numbers for guys they can't call. Remember that. They got numbers for people they can't call. Jeffrey Brooks said, Bud is not a big draw because Bud hasn't fought a real competition. Spence is real competition, so he's expected to draw. It's not how it works, man. It's not how it works, dog. You gotta win the gold medal. You gotta win the gold medal, or you gotta be the big name. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be the big name, dog. You gotta be exposed. You gotta be on NBC and fight. Much love in that super chat. Fight in front of 6 million people. You gotta live in Dallas and be able to put 40,000 butts in the seats. 40,000. You think they're going to pass? You think they're going to throw away a guy that brings in, they can sell 40,000 tickets? 40,000 against Ugas. 40,000 against Ugas. You think they're going to throw that? You think they're just going, oh yeah, let's make Bud who dissed the shit out of us, excuse my language, Bud who dissed the crap out of us, won't sign with us, don't sell tickets. Yeah, let's go put him in the ring. Man, dog, seriously. Only thing making this fight even, I think the only thing having these guys talk about this fight is Errol Spence. That's it. Because Errol Spence called him out and they have to try to make the fight. Because Errol called him out and that's what Errol wants. Errol wants to fight. I'm telling you, I listen to what they say, dude. I've dealt with a lot of cats that use obfuscation. I've talked to a lot of dudes, a lot of passive, like the corporate no. You know what I'm saying? The corporate no. The one that's going to be polite and nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I resign. Hey, look, man. I'm going to need you to resign. What you mean? Yes, I'm going to need you to resign. We've typed up a resignation letter for you. Please, there you go. In exchange for you signing this resignation letter, we'll give you a nice golden parachute. Get on out of here. Why? Because we do not want to have to fire you and look like the bad guy. That's why. You know what I'm saying? But if you trust me, if you do not resign, we're going to make your life miserable, or we're just going to straight up and fire you and make you look bad to everybody else. And it's going to be hard for you to find another job. So why don't you go ahead and sign that resignation letter, take this package, and we'll see you later. And shake hands, and it's an amicable separation. Dog, that is what these dudes sound like when they're talking about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. When they say, well, the fight is more likely than it used to be. It's more likely than it used to be. You know, say exactly. They ain't doing Bud no favors. None. And giving him the biggest opportunity of his life with a huge payday when he won't even join the team just because. The only reason they're talking about it is because Errol wants it. I am positive of that. The only reason they're talking about it is because of Errol. Because then what happens if Bud wins? Is Bud going to fight Thurman? Now, I don't know if I want to fight Thurman. I don't really know. I'm like, no, he ain't Canelo, man. They not giving him no free agent paydays, homie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Henry Mack said, Roy Jones said, looks like someone is scared. What is that? Henry Mack said, look like somebody's scared. Roy Jones Jr. said that? When did Roy Jones say that? Much love in that super chat, bro. Somebody may be scared. I can't speak on who's scared, though. Thurman don't want that smoke. I mean, look, man, it is what it is. We'll see what happens, you know? Hey, Henry Mack, though, much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. Nikki I said, or L, said, absolutely the biggest fight in boxing. Similar with the Rumble and the Jumble, Filler and Manila. Oh, my God, Nikki, nowhere near that. It is nowhere near that. There ain't no Ali in that ring. Dog, there ain't no Ali in that ring. Neither one of those dudes are Ali in that ring. No joke. Neither one of those are Ali. Neither one of those guys are Ali in that ring. Jeffrey Brooks said, but that's where the PBC is going to offer Bud. But that's where the PBC is going to offer Bud a decent offer because Arrow wants this fight. Becoming undisputed is everything to Arrow. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much. I hope so. I hope you're right. You know what I mean? I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Let Lord let you be right. I'm 100% with that dude. Let you be right. And again, man, thank you to everybody that supported in the super chat and the Cash App today. You guys have come through big. Thank you. And the Cash App has been malfunctioning for Cat. So thank you for your support. I appreciate your patience and continuing to support the channel, man. He said, Fanon, I don't think they get that this is a decent offer. The PBC doesn't overpay. Yeah, they back ended. They're going to be like, look, man, you got to take a risk with us. You got to bet on yourself. Take a lower guarantee up front, a bigger back end. And as far as the $10 million payday for Charlo, I don't know, man. That's a lot. Seems like really high to me. You know what I'm saying? That seems really, really, really high. But maybe he has bonuses for Undisputed. I don't know how they work that out. Glizzer Glock say Mayweather paved the way for a lot of fighters for today's boxing. Yeah, he did. Yeah, well, you know, he's part of paving the way. I mean, they would be here with him or without him. I think, though, you know, I think they'd be with him or without him. Without Floyd. These guys will still be boxing, but in the PBC sense of the word, yeah, man. To create that organization was really, really helpful. I do believe his impact on through the PBC is probably his biggest impact on the sport. Is Mayweather Promotions and Premier Boxing Champions and the relationship that he established with Showtime and taking Showtime to be in the best boxing channel. That's, in my opinion, that's probably Bud's. I mean, that's probably Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s biggest contribution to the sport is what he did with the PBC, Mayweather Promotions, and Showtime. I do believe that, no doubt. Because they got Showtime about the business. That in Game of Thrones. AD said everybody wants to be a part. Everyone wants to be a part of the biggest fight. Word of mouth and back and forth between Bud and Spence will sell hella tickets. I mean, we'll see, man. Hopefully it will. Much love in that super chat. I hope they make it, man. I really do. I really do, man. I really hope that they make. Whoa. Man, much love in that Cash App. Huge with the big 5-0, brother. Man, Tevis in the building, brother. Thank you so much. He said, big fish drowning everybody, brother. Thank you so much for that huge support in that Cash App, bro. Thank you so much. And thank you for Chillville for doing that and putting that in there, Noop. Thank you, brother. Because Cat supported heavy in the Cash App today because that super chat is not working, man. Excuse me. King of Kings said, Fanon, what happened with HBO and Game of Thrones? HBO used to have a big budget for boxing, and they took that budget away from HBO, and they gave it to the big productions like Game of Thrones, where they were spending a ton of money on the development of their own miniseries that were like big, gigantic productions. When HBO began, HBO, the only really original content HBO had was boxing. That was their original content, or like small shows, like small sporting shows. But now what they did was they have original shows like HBO is producing miniseries that have the production bigger production budgets than major movies do. So the Game of Thrones, they were like, look, we're getting way more traction off Game of Thrones and our original series than we are off of our sports. So they moved away from boxing. And HBO took advantage of it. I mean, Showtime took advantage of it, and they still use boxing as a major source of their original content, developing of their original content, you know? And I think now it works because now HBO in large part is also probably getting hit up by Netflix and Hulu and all these different streaming services doing the same thing, you know? Now it's HBO Max films and series. Yeah, they took all that money away. A lot of that money used to go to make the big fights, man. Keenan, does YouTube take a percentage of the super chat? Yeah, absolutely. Not of the super chats. Oh, not of Cash App, but the super chat. Yeah, absolutely. The super chats, the super likes, absolutely. Man, what's going on, Mass Arms? How you feeling, brother? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Much love in that super chat, Mass Arms. Supporting, brother. Thank you. Absolutely, they do. Yeah, they do. But they earn it too, because without YouTube, we wouldn't be able to have this conversation without YouTube. Wasn't Martin an HBO show? No. Martin was not. You talking about Martin the comedy, like with Martin Lawrence? No. He who greased with fire says Spence versus Bud is big for the black community. It is. And honestly, man, I really hope that they make that fight, man. And I hope Bud is reasonable, bro. I really do. But I'm telling you, man, these guys will be, dog, don't think they won't blow smoke up your backside, man. I'm telling you, don't think they won't blow smoke up your backside. There's nothing but downside. There's so much potential downside for the PBC and HBO and Showtime for making that fight. GGG broke HBO. Nah, man, I'm going to tell you who broke HBO. Floyd Mayweather Jr. broke HBO. HBO boxing, Floyd did. Floyd left. Floyd was like, look, man, I'm out. That's enough. You guys are not treating me fairly. I'm out. That's enough. And they never thought that they never thought they would lose the biggest name in boxing. No, downside. There's a lot of downside for the PBC in that and Showtime in that. A lot of downside. But they never thought that he would leave. Never thought that they would leave. I'm trying to tell you, man, they were so arrogant. It was amazing. Man, you should listen to some of the things Jim Lampley used to say. Jim Lampley's like, look, man, we don't need to look for the biggest talent. We tell people who the talent is. That's what Jim Lampley said. Jim Lampley and those guys believed that they were the ones that were making the stars. And they could decide who the star was going to be. So they went on this Eastern European thing, and this was going to be the ones that were going to really drive numbers. Because the UFC started getting a lot of European Americans watching their events, and they were like, what we're going to do is they started selling Gennady Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev, Vasily Lomachenko. They started selling that stuff, and people didn't buy it. And they started promoting them over Floyd Mayweather Jr. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. is like, look, man, I'm the big draw. I'm the best fighter in the world, and you're not. And all they would do is crap on the man after the fight. And he's like, look, man, I'm out of here. And they went over to HBO, went over to Showtime. And Showtime, hey, much love to my man OG Fresh, said Jim Lampley was the best commentator. Yeah, he was good. He's better than these guys, I'll tell you that. But he was in the beginning. At the end, though, no. At the end, he was so biased. Man, it was over I was done with Jim Lampley when Jim Lampley literally lobbied the Nevada State Athletic Commission to give Guillermo Rigondeaux a no contest. They weren't talking about no contest until Jim Lampley, who was an announcer. He has the same job as what's that dude's name? The guy on Showtime, Rory, whatever his name is. I forget. What's the Showtime guy's name with the black hair and the glasses? Rory or something like that. He literally has the same job he has. And called for a no contest. Said, somebody bring me the commissioner of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Somebody get Bob Benton, or somebody was his name at the time. Hey, bring him over here. We need this to be a no contest. Dude, who are you, man? Who are you? Your job, Rory Morillano, what is that? I'm killing his name. Your job is to tell people what punches land. That's it. Jim Lampley was so, yeah, thank you. Maury Ronaldo, yeah. He has the same job as he does. Why would that dude be lobbying to get Guillermo Rigondeaux's fight changed to a no contest? Because a punch came after the bell. Yeah, man, you know how many people get hit right at the bell and they say nothing about it? But Jim Lampley went nuts about it. And Larry Merchant was so arrogant, man. Lord, they hated on Roy Jones too. They hated on Andre Ward. I'm trying to tell you. For now, they were paying Rigo $25K for title fights at HBO. That issue was disgusting. They did Rigo and Ortiz bad. Of course they did, man. But they were so arrogant that they really thought, they thought that they were the ones that they could tell you who the stars are. And they still believe that at Ring Magazine. They're still doing the same. I'm telling you, they're doing the same thing. They're telling you, oh, the best fighter in the world is Monster Inoue. It's Alexander Usyk. It's Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. They're still doing the same thing with Ring Magazine and ESPN. They're telling you that these are the best fighters in the world and putting up arguments for guys that are at 115 pounds that people don't care about. That's why they're not doing good numbers, because they're trying to compete with the UFC. Dude, the UFC already beat you. The UFC already beat you, man. And plus, guess what? They put better fights on than you do. And you get the wrestling crew and the martial arts crew. I know boxing is a martial art, but you get my point, man. Ghost said, Fanon, this isn't talking about, but Ortiz washed Bryan. There's supposed to be Ortiz versus Wad. HBO partly blocked that. Of course they did. Of course they did. Hey, of course HBO blocked it. And DAZN took their place and blocked Wilder Joshua. Because they're trying to grow their fan base overseas. We need to sell magazines overseas. Whatever, man. DeMarsh Sean said, Fanon, it is a bigger risk for Spence or Crawford. I say Spence because everybody expects bigger fighters to win, and people he was too small, but if the smaller dude wins, they ready to pop bottles. I don't know, man. I mean, dude's been at that weight class for a while, man. I don't know, man. I think it's a risk, I don't think it's a big risk for either guy, really. I mean, it's the fight that they want. The risk is worth the reward for Errol. It is. The risk reward is there for both guys. Because if whoever wins that is going to be the top guy in boxing. You know? They'll be the best guy in boxing. So I think that the risk is there for both of those guys. When I say that there's risk, I'm talking about the risk is there for the PBC. And the risk similarly, like Matchroom. Like Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, was it worth the risk for Matchroom? And Eddie Hearn didn't think the risk was worth that. You know? They didn't think the risk was worth that. And was it worth that? Probably not, because he would have got knocked out. But guess what? He still wound up getting knocked out and losing all that momentum against Andy Ruiz. So, it turned out to be what it was. But, at least they got a couple more fights out of that. Oh, actually, they didn't even get more fights out of it. He got knocked out that fight. Or, no, he beat Kubrat Pulev, right? He beat Kubrat Pulev. Ain't that funny? Remember when cats were like, Kubrat Pulev was a harder fight than Deontay Wilder? Oh, Kubrat Pulev. Kubrat Pulev is about to fight. Hey, Kubrat Pulev did he fight Sergey Kovalev? Fanon, who do you think is a better win between Spence and Bud finally become a card? Fanon, do you think whoever wins between Spence and Bud finally becomes a star and gets bigger checks in the future? I already think Errol's a star. Errol, yes. Terrence, who knows? No joke. Terrence, who knows? Who's going to sign him? What other fights are they going to give him? I don't know, man. These guys don't really seem like they want Bud. And I'm talking about Matchroom, Pulev fought sexual assault. Yeah, nah, but Pulev, hold on, man. Let me see something, man. Pulev got up off of that. Hold on, let me say something. Oh, no, he beat Terrell. What? Hold on, man. I got to see something, man. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I got to see something. Hold on. Oh, yeah, he fought some, not Kubrat, another Pulev. I was wondering why he was fighting Kubrat. So Piddle was, oh, okay, that's funny. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. I got to get a drink of water. Hold on one second. Who has Bud fought? Man, come on, man, don't do that. Y'all know, you know who Bud fought. Don't act like you don't know who Bud fought. Y'all know who Bud fought. Do you think Bud is being blackballed? Look, man, Bud is a slick southpaw with knockout power that does not draw a lot of fans. He more than likely is, it's like Guillermo Rigondeaux, Vasily Lomachenko. Yes, a lot of people there's a lot of people that talked about wanting to see that fight. But Guillermo Rigondeaux, Terrence Crawford. Do I need to say more? Do I need to say more than that? I'm not sure if I need to say any more than that. Do I? Guillermo Rigondeaux is a terrific fighter, bro. Whole lot of guys are just like, no, thank you. Even though them fighting would have been a bigger fight than the guys that they fought, they will still say no to you. Gary Russell Jr., whole bunch of those fights were bigger fights than the guys that he wound up fighting. They still turned around and told Gary Russell Jr. no. Terrence Crawford got a lot of guaranteed fights. A lot of guaranteed fights but then Top Rank told him no. We're not doing that anymore. We're going on a fight-by-fight basis with you. If the fight doesn't say, if we can't make a fight that is going to turn up a profit, that's it. He said Rigo was a victim. Bud just stupid. Hey, man, it just doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference. It's the same thing. If he becomes a free agent, as a free agent, it's still going to be the same scenario. You don't sell a lot of tickets, and you're a very dangerous fighter. The promotional company's job is to make money for the promotional company. The network's job is to make money, get subscribers for the network, and to build fighters that are on the network. They are not, the considerations that Top Rank have in the way that they make fights. The Showtime is not immune to that. The PBC is not immune to those calculations. And the fact of the matter is the PBC has a lot of guys that are around that weight class that they need to get paychecks for and that they need to make fights for. So to risk putting the biggest guy, Nikki I says, sorry, you didn't read my super chat about 10 minutes ago. Sorry, Nikki I. I'll go back. Thank you. Definitely don't want to do that, Nikki. I did read a comment, but actually, let me go down here. I'm going to get it this way. Sorry, Nikki I. Hold on one second. Hold on. Nikki I said, sorry. Sorry, Nikki said you right, brother. Said no comparison. Salute to you, bro. Thank you, Nikki I. Sorry, I missed that. Sorry, Nikki I missed that. And thank you for letting me know, Nikki I. Much love in that super chat to Nikki I. And Nikki I said, sorry, hey Fanon. Hey, sorry, Fanon, you didn't read my super chat about 10 minutes ago. You say, yeah, no comparison. Yeah, no comparison to those Ali fights. Because Ali has everybody, man. He had everybody. Oh, and thank you again, Nikki. It means a lot. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your support in the super chat and your support in the Cash App. Thank you. Rivera Johnson said Keyshawn Davis did an interview, and I told y'all why Bud wasn't a big name. Look how Top Rank is promoting Davis compared to how they get behind Bud post amateur. Well, Bud wasn't with them as an amateur, post amateur. They never wanted Bud as an amateur. They didn't want him. Then he got an opportunity as a late minute replacement. He got an opportunity as a late minute replacement. So Bud really has been living on Mr. Johnson. Bud's been living on borrowed time for a long time. You know, he's been living on borrowed time for a while with them because they never really did see him as somebody. But the biggest thing with him is he does not promote himself. But it's no different than Vasily Lomachenko, who doesn't do it either. Because Vasily Lomachenko can barely speak English. Canelo Alvarez doesn't promote himself very well either to non-Mexicans, which is why his numbers are capped. Just really, he has a Mexican fan base. Canelo Alvarez, in order to make a really big fight, has got to fight one of those guys has to fight a black American fighter to make really big numbers. And that's just a fact. Otherwise, his numbers are not gonna. That's why he doesn't do Oscar De La Hoya numbers. Does not do Oscar. He's not anywhere. And by the way, not near Oscar De La Hoya numbers. Not approaching. He's not even approaching Oscar De La Hoya. As big as they say Canelo Alvarez is not approaching Oscar De La Hoya in the popularity of Oscar De La Hoya. However, a lot of Oscar De La Hoya's popularity was wasted on Top Rank, which is why he bounced after a certain amount of time. Keyshawn Davis is one of the most overrated prospects. I hope y'all hope my homie Andy Cruz doesn't get full-time pro allowance and Tito Mercado doesn't get his hands on him. Hey, man, I'm looking forward to Andy Cruz, man. I'm hoping Andy Cruz is allowed to come on over to the United States, man. But if they let him out of there, man, he's not going back to Cuba. Ennis is very good, but y'all rush these guys. Lacey was that good? No. Zed Mack, no way. Jeff Lacey? Man, where are you from? Hey, Zed Mack, where are you from? Jeff Left Hook Lacey is nowhere near as good as Jaron Ennis, man. I did not, man, dude. I didn't. I'm telling you, Jeff Left Hook Lacey was not as good as Tim Bradley. Okay, he wasn't as good as Tim Bradley. That's HBO was overrating him. And when he went over there to lose to, and when he went over there to fight Joe Calzaghe, you guys act like he was some like you didn't know what was going to happen in that fight. Oh, he beat the American. Oh, we beat the Mel Joe. Yeah, Jeff Hook, man, get out of here, man. Jeff Left Hook Lacey was a come forward fighter, too small for his weight class. Before he was beaten, dude, not even close. Not even close. Man, not even close. Rolando Jr. said, Fanon, I'm from Belize. People knew Ali and watched him. Yeah, all over the world. Love Ali. Come on, man. No, because he's not that level of talent. Not because he was rushed. He was not that level of talent. Dude, and by the way, Jaron Ennis has got 28 fights. He's got 28 fights. He's not being rushed. Who did he get rushed into fighting? He has 28 fights. However, that is a different level fighter completely than Jeff Left Hook Lacey. All right, because Jeff Left Hook Lacey was just somebody that was going to he was like dude, honestly, Jeff Lacey was a poor man's Andre Berto. He's a poor man's Andre Berto, man. Let's keep it real, okay? Riveriez Johnson said, how Ennis being rushed with 30 fights at 24 years old? Exactly. He's not even being close to being rushed. He said he's been ready since 2000. Those guys are not those guys don't want to fight him. But Jeff Left Hook Lacey, nah, man, you got to get a different You must be are you from the UK? I'm going to ask because those are the only people that ever bring up Jeff Lefthook Lacey are people from the UK I don't know why you guys are such believers in Jeff Lefthook Lacey that anybody ever held him in that higher regard. Never. He's a poor man's Andre Berto, and nobody held Andre Berto to that higher standard. He's like he's too short for the weight class, number one. He's too short. He's short and stocky for the weight class. I literally saw, got on a plane, went through security with Jeff Lefthook Lacey and Winky Wright. Winky Wright was a 154, and Jeff Lefthook Lacey was a 168. Do you know who was bigger between the two of those guys? Winky Wright. Winky Wright was taller. Winky Wright looked like, I was like, hold on, man. How is this dude at 168 and this guy at 154? Oh, biceps weigh a lot. Because his biceps weighed a lot, man. So Hatton, a poor man's Floyd. Ricky Hatton is a poor man's Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton is a poor man's Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton, who is Ricky Hatton? Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton is a poor man's Arturo Gatti. There you go. He's a poor man's Ricky. He's a poor man's Arturo Gatti. There you go. That's who Ricky Hatton is. He's a poor man's Arturo Gatti. But on the real, man, get out of here with Ricky Hatton, man. He's a poor man of himself. I mean, man, get out of here with Ricky Hatton, bro. Stop, man. Hey, man, my man in that super chat, thank you for that. Thank you so much for the support, man. Forever remain nameless said, keep dropping knowledge and keep checking these casual fans of boxers who aren't boxing fans. Exactly, man. Y'all don't bring no, come on, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. Come on, man. Dude, we're talking about, if you want to say he's like somebody, dude, say Sir Marcus Brown or somebody like Sir Marcus Brown. Okay, you'd be better saying Sir Marcus Brown. If you want to say, oh, he could be like Sir Marcus Brown. Okay, say Sir Marcus Brown. Because at least there's some gross similarities there between the two. Riveriez Johnson said, people comparing Boots to Lubin versus Charlo or Boots versus Spence or Bud ain't nearly as, oh, sorry, let me do this right. Guys comparing Boots to Lubin versus Charlo or Boots versus Spence or Lubin versus Charlo to Boots versus Spence or Bud. Lubin ain't nearly as talented as Boots. Oh, yeah, Lubin is, nah, man. Lubin's not that level of fighter either, man. Just telling you. I would just say, if you want to point to somebody, point to Chad Dawson. Maybe Chad Dawson. Chad Dawson. You can be like, yeah, man, he may wind up being like a Chad Dawson because honestly, I think that's about the lowest for him. For Jerron, I think the lowest you're going to find for him, and this is my opinion, I think his floor is Chad Dawson. The former 175-pound champion, Chad Dawson. I think that's his floor. That's it. Because they have a similar fighting style. They're similar, right? Chad is a southpaw. He fights in the southpaw stance. They both got a nice work off of a nice jab, nice 1-2, both fairly athletic. I just don't think that Chad Dawson is as talented as Jerron Ennis. But if you're going to compare somebody, like that's a good comparison. Or who else can I give you guys if you want to, maybe Vernon Forrest, maybe you want to say like Vernon Forrest, something like that. He may wind up getting caught by who do you get caught by Mayorga, right? Maybe something like that. If you want to do him dirty, compare him to that, like a Vernon Forrest, a Chad Dawson or Sir Marcus Brown, something like that. If you want to say what his basement is, you know. Quincy Carter, said thoughts Fundora and Charlo thoughts. Give me Charlo, man. I'm not believing Fundora gonna get dropped by that body, bro. And he's not gonna be hitting people without loading up on them body shots like that. He's gonna get beat. He's gonna get beat because he's not gonna be susceptible to them uppercuts like that dude, man. But it'll be a very awkward fight. Very awkward fight because, like they say, that's a cheat code. You know, that's a bit of a cheat code. So all cheat code considered, you know, I think it'll be a tough fight for him because that's just an awkward guy to fight. And a dude, it's going to be tough to stay on the outside and jab him. So you're going to have to get on the inside of him, and he's a good inside fighter. However, I don't know how good an inside fighter he really is. I think Lubin just sucked on the inside and could not get out of the way of an uppercut. And he got hit with uppercut after uppercut after uppercut. But, you know, and I also think that he may be using the wrong technique. Like, he's like, yeah, he doesn't like to get pressured, so I'm going to pressure him. You're a 6'6" dude that's about to pressure a guy with that much power, with short hooks that are that big. Dude, he hits him with it, man. If Charlo hits that dude with that overhand right, Fundora's going to sleep. That's what I think. As long as he can stretch out that overhand right and land that overhand right on Fundora's not going to take that much punishment from Jermell Charlo. He's going to get his head cracked. That's what I think. But it'll be interesting, man. But I don't think we're going to have to worry about it because just in the back of my mind, I just don't think we're going to see that fight. Hey, man, y'all make sure we got 600 people in the building. We got less than 700. Man, let's get them likes over 700, man. Get them likes over 700. Again, thank you to everybody that supports today in the Super Chat and the Cash App. Thank you guys for making the channel cook. You guys are tremendously important to the channel, bro. Thank you so much, man. Fundora versus Boots, 154 for 9. Who you got? I got Boots. Boots will make a way, man, against him. Boots will make a way. Boots will make a way. But it's hard to visualize anybody beating a guy that's 6'6". It's hard for me to visualize it. But Fundora, I'm telling you, man, Fundora's not going to be, first of all, Fundora's not going to have a long career. Somebody's going to break that can, I'm telling you. Somebody's going to crack that. Give him 2-3 more fights, somebody's going to crack that. He don't belong in that weight class, dog. I'm telling you, man, he's 6'6" at 145 pounds. Somebody's going to crack that body. Somebody's going to crack that chin. And they're going to get him out of there. Watch. Because when he got hit by Lubin, that showed you, bro, that dude's chin is not there, man. And his body looks like he ain't got, he looks like he doesn't have a chin. If Lubin can drop Fundora, hurt Charlo, can knock him out, yeah, that's what I think, man. But we'll see. We'll see if the fight happens. I just don't think the fight's going to happen, to be just very, very honest with you. Hey, y'all hold on 1 second. I'll be right back, man. All right, brother. Sorry about that, man. Back at you. Back at you. He who agrees with fire said Lubin doesn't have way more power than Charlo. That's crazy ass statement. No, he doesn't have way more power. He's not a big puncher. If he was a big puncher, he would have got Lubin out of there way earlier. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with him. You know, I personally do not see that fight happening. I'm telling you. Just between me and you, don't see that fight happening, man. Don't see it. I know they want the fight. The Tim Tszyu fight is more likely. The Tim Tszyu fight is much more likely for Jermell. And you know, it is what it is. To see what is that? Why doesn't undisputed champions defend their belts? Because it costs a lot of money. Because it costs a lot of money to do it. And the sanctioning body, they need to get rid of these sanctioning bodies. Yeah, but just because it costs a lot of money to do it, man, without a doubt, it costs a lot of money to do it. That's what I think is the problem. It costs because it costs so much money to do it. You have 3% on 3% on 3% on 3% on across all the purses. So if you have $1 million purse, right? 3% of $1 million is well, you're gonna do 12% because it's 3 times 4, right? 3 times 4 is 12. So if you make $1 million, that's $120,000. That's $120,000 off the top to the sanctioning bodies. Off of $1 million, it's $120,000 right off the bat that they're gonna have to pay. So what they do is they say, I don't want to defend it. And so what they did with Canelo is Canelo went up. But I know that the guys like Canelo, you know, they're going to negotiate a flat fee for it. They're not going to give them 3% of $30 million, right? They're not going to pay they're not paying $12 million in sanctioning fees. However, they're still going to pay a lot of money in it. And so people that make less money, it's harder for somebody to hold a belt undisputed the less money they make. So if that's why Terrence Crawford got rid of the undisputed as soon as he got it. Dropped that IBF belt as quick as he could because it'd be like, all right, you're going to get paid $3 million. That's going to cost you $360,000. This is going to cost you $360,000 if you make $3 million. If you make $3 million, it's going to cost you $360,000, right? Because it's what is it? $3 million. 3% is, I'm sorry, that's wrong. So what's 3% of it? Of $3 million. 1% is $30,000, right? So it's 30,000. 3 times 4, yeah, is shit. I'm terrible with math. $3 million, you get 10% of 3% of what is 1% of it? $3,000. $30,000, $3,330,000 is one. So $90,000 per one. So 90 times 9 times 4, yeah, it's gonna cost you like a lot of money. Terrible with my math, man. You get my point, man. I'm tired. My brain is tired. Actually, hold on, man. Give me 1 second. I'm not gonna be this stupid. I refuse to be stupid. $360,000. I was right the first time. $360,000. Yeah, it's the 120 times 3. Yeah, I was right the first time. Shit. I was having a hard time with that. I was like, man, did I get this wrong? No, I got it right the first time. Scant Rand said, when fighters become undisputed and they want to stay in the weight class, they should drop all of the belts off and keep the ring title, and they will be recognized as the lineal and champion of the division. If Ring wasn't owned by Top Rank, if Ring was straight up and down, I would say yes. Much love in that super. If they were real, I would say yeah. But then you're gonna have to deal with a magazine and people voting you. That's the problem with the whole Ring magazine thing, is that you have people voting on the order in which you are. And they're in Ring magazine rating. You see what happens with Ring magazine's ratings. At least they're pound for pound. Their Ring magazine's ratings are crazy. So you got to be the one or two top guy in order to fight each other. How their belts are going to go vacant, and you're not going to get a shot to ever be the champion if it's a Ring belt. So, but you know what's going on, John Page? Much love in that super chat, brother. He said it's 3% 4 times. That's why it's 360. Thank you, man. I was terrible with that, man. Please forgive me for being dumb. Yeah, man, but some of these guys, they dish days. That's why Floyd would be like, but Floyd's not paying all of that. Andre Ward talked about that and was like, man, Like, man, it makes me sick to count how much money that I paid for those belts, man. And he's like, yeah, they're in my office collecting dust. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. They're like high school trophies when you get done with it, you know? They're just not that serious, man. And again, man, thank you to everybody. Again, thank you for that love and that super chat. Thank you to the people that supporting the super chat and the Cash App. There's a lot of people that have had a hard time supporting the channel and the Cash App and in the super chat. So thank you guys so much for your support. It really does mean a lot, man. King Lo said, when the purse is big, they can negotiate though. Yeah, but still, it's still a ton of money. And they're like, what do you need for? What's wrong with you? Quincy Carter, are you serious? Am I shitting or something? What's wrong with you, man? You okay? Why would you mean me doing what are you talking about? Anyway, I'll leave that alone, bro. I don't know what you're talking about on that one. Real Manito said, I'm going to be supporting soon. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. Am I shitting or something? What's that, man? Ron Miller said, nah, somebody didn't hack him. What's that about, man? Devin Haney, what is this? Devin better drop those belts as soon as he gets them. Not sure Bob would let him, though. He ain't got no choice. He drops the belts, man. If he drops the belts, though, he goes back. What's he going to do? Just Do Boxing in the building. What's going on, brother? And again, thank you so much for your support, Just Do Boxing. Belts are expensive. Yeah, but we don't have to talk about that forever, but that's why they do it, man. They don't support, they get rid of that because of the cost of the belts. But dude, they need to just get rid of the belt. I really wish that the Association of Boxing Commission would sanction 2 of them, and that's it. Let 2 of it, man, go. They need to have some type of competition. And then who can consolidate their belts the fastest? And whoever consolidates their belts the fastest are allowed to, charge 5. Let one of them charge 4%. You know what I'm saying? Let one of them charge 4%. And make those guys consolidate, man, for real. And give the sanctioning bodies, maybe give them weight classes or something. You know what I mean? Give the WBO everything below 130. You know what I'm saying? Let the WBC have I would let the WBC have between 160 and maybe they need to divide it like that. Give the sanctioning bodies certain weight classes. You know what I mean? Let them do certain weight classes. Let them bid at least in the United States. Let them bid on being able to fight certain things in certain weight classes. Okay, so have the WBC be from 175 up to heavyweight, and that's it. Let the WBA be from 175 to 154, and that's it. Let the WBA be from 126 to 147, and that's it. And then let the WBO have all them little itty bitty dudes below that. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be more, man, let that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because then you can have your different sanctioning bodies, but those sanctioned bodies their lists are specific for certain weight classes. Let it be that, bro. Yeah, that is brilliant, Ezekiel Henderson. I was thinking, yeah, that is pretty good. Yeah, because that way you got them, but let them pay attention to certain weight classes and they don't thin themselves out. And so whoever that's the commission of that weight class. That's the commission that handles that weight classes. Force them to specialize in weight classes. And that way they can't go making up extra weight classes. You know what I mean? They don't got a bunch of nonsense. You don't have to have as much competition in the one particular weight class. It'll be a lot harder for promoters to manipulate them. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that. Not scrubs, the top dogs. Hey, whatever it is, man, that's what I wish. My wish is to get cut. You don't even have to cut them down. You just got to cut down the number of weight classes that they can promote fights in the United States. Because if it's in the United States, dude, that's what's going to dictate it. Because all the big fights, the money fights happen in the United States. And then if they do that in the United States, they would follow suit in the UK. They'd be like, yep, makes sense to us. Easy way to consider it. and you guys have less competition. It would limit the competition between them. Only problem is the little itty bitty weight classes, dog. But I say let the IBF have welterweight. Anyway, but that's an idea. And still give the IBF good weight classes, 135 and 168. Yeah, exactly. Give the IBF 135 and 168. Yeah, I like that. You can get rid of WBO. I like you saying, I'm thinking that will happen soon for now. The real Menudo. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? That would be what's up if they actually could pull that off, man. So for now, cut that. What are you talking about, man? Quincy, are you not? There you go. Yeah, that's funny. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all hit them like buttons, man. See if you can get this over 7-7. Nah, I think Quincy is your stream pause on your computer. I've been back for 10 minutes. No, it's not a fake. That's literally him. I think he may have accidentally hit pause on his computer and didn't realize it's not playing. Because it's not going to play for you. Only way that would be stuck like that is if you hit pause or something, man. It's not fair for one fighter to gain all 4 fights. It's not. Yes, it is. It is. It's the best way to happen. It's the most fair. It's the most fair to let that happen, man. Give the WBC 175 and up. Yeah, I would take that. 175 and up. 135, 140. Actually, it's got to start at 140. So 140 to 168, let that be the IBF. 122 to 135, let that be the WBA, and everything below that, let that be the WBO. Everything below that. Matter of fact, let me say, hold on a second. They said Quincy Carter got to get better internet. Yeah, man. It's like, man, I didn't go nowhere. Terry Shrew said the WBO was the last sanctioning body to be recognized as a major body. Let the WBO go. Keep the WBC, WBA, and the IBF. Oh, I would love that. If I could get rid of one of them, it would definitely be the WBO. Because I think those guys are the ones that are the shadiest. And that's saying a lot with the way the WBC's been acting. But the WBC is, WBC is equally shady. They're equally shady. They're just pro-Mexican. You know what I mean? They're equally shady though. The WBO got problems with certain promoters. It was so obvious that they were not even ranking PBC fighters. They're just really obvious, man. Someone may have hacked his page. Yeah, I can't tell you, man. I can't tell you whether it is or not, man, but honestly, I believe that he sounded like he thought that I had been on a break for a long time. Change the rules anytime. Yeah, they change the rules. Like their rules have very, very little respect for their application of their rules. Terrell W said, for now, the IBF is the best in boxing. The WBC belt is just the prettiest. Ain't no joke, man. I lost an argument about that one to Errol Spence Jr.'s father. Errol Spence Sr. said the IBF was the best belt. And I was like, but I was wrong at the time. I thought it was the WBC. And I was like, yeah, the IBF is the IBF is the one that's the best all around. Absolutely. The IBF, the way that they're handling their business is better than everybody, period. They really are the top, man, right now, because they enforce their rules. And when you enforce your rules, it's really easy to respect people that enforce their rules. When these other guys aren't enforcing their rules fairly, how can you respect it as much? When you let cats, like, for example, the WBC don't even care, man. They don't even care about Canelo defending that. Hey, we'll wait forever for Canelo to defend whether or not he's going to defend the 168 belt or not. Watch, it's going to be a year, man. It's going to be a year before and then he may never defend it, but he's been sitting there holding it, and they're going to wait on him for it. 15 years ago, WBO wasn't even considered a major world, but no, it wasn't until the media gets a hold of it. And then the media tells you what, you believe what the media tells you. Ring Magazine, #1 culprit. But, you know, we're never going to not have Ring Magazine. You know, we need our boxing. We need the boxing. We need ESPN and all those guys in there, man. I complain about them, but, you know, it is what it is. It's just a massive difference of opinion, I guess. Brother Coda said, I definitely agree with you for 9. The IBF is the best belt. Yeah, I think it is too. Bring the IBO in for 9. No, man, that's enough. No more. But don't worry, man. Wait till somebody gets there. They tried it with they definitely tried that though with what's his name? Anthony Joshua. When they started talking about how he holds 4 belts. Trust me, they were trying with the IBO. Absolutely, positively trying with the IBO. Yeah, I don't need no IBO. But look, man, I got to get up out of here. Man, thank y'all again, man. We'll be back tomorrow. Much love to everybody in the chat. Everybody in the super chat, thank you for chopping it up with me about this boxing. And with that, I'm out. Deuces. Who I got? Beterbiev and Smith and Beterbiev. I got Beterbiev. But I wouldn't be shocked if Smith pulled it off. Beterbiev look a little old. However, but I got Beterbiev. All right, with that, I'm out. Peace.